He's gonna take you back to the past. He's gonna take you back to the past to play the shitty games that suck ass. He'd rather have a buffalo take a diarrhea dump in his ear. He'd rather eat the rotten asshole of a roadkill skunk and down it with beer. He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. He's the angry Nintendo nerd. He's the angry Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video gamer. When you turn on your TV, make sure it's tuned to Channel 3. He's got a nerdy shirt and a pocket pouch. Although I've never seen him write anything down. He's got a power glove and a filthy mouth. On with his zapper, he will tear these games down. He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. He's the angry Nintendo nerd. He's the angry Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video gamer. He plays the worst games of all time. Horrible abominations of mankind. They make him so mad he could spit or say cowabunga. Cow a fucking piece of dog shit. They rip you off and don't care one bit. But this nerd, he doesn't forget it. Why can't a turtle swim? Why can't I land the plane? They gotta quit buck for this shitload of fuck. The characters' names are wrong. Why's the password so long? Why don't the weapons do anything? He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. Games suck so bad he makes up his own words. He's the angriest, most pissed off gaming nerd. He's the angry Atari, Amiga, CDI, ColecoVision, and Television, Sega, Neo Geo, TurboGrafx 16, Odyssey, 3DO, Commodore, Nintendo nerd. He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. He's the angry Nintendo nerd. He's the angry Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video gamer. He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. He's the angry Nintendo nerd. He's the angry Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video gamer.
This movie is fucking terrible! It's hammer time!
This is a video game. This is what you immediately think of whenever you hear the term. It's the Atari 2600, and it defines the word classic. Even though the games are so simple and the graphics so primitive, it has a charm that will never be matched. The objects and characters just barely represent what they're supposed to be, but that's the whole beauty of it, that you have to use your imagination. The sound effects? Just awesome. And the lack of music just enhances the mood. It's that special kind of atmosphere when it's in the middle of the night and you're sitting in the glow of your TV with the sound of crickets. The Atari had the longest lifespan of any home video game system, and when people say Atari, they're usually referring to the 2600. But in between its existence, Atari made other systems which came and went, and one of these was the Atari 5200. It was meant to replace the 2600, although ironically, it failed and faded away while the 2600 lived on. Why don't many people remember this, and why did it die off so quick?
Because it's a pile of fucking shit. Why? Well, just look at it.
Look at how huge this beast is. It's ginormous. And why is there a door on it? Is this a video game console or a fucking closet? Even the AC adapter weighs 1,000,000 tons. So, I'm gonna plug this son of a bitch in here. There we go. Get all this shit out of the way. Now, where do I plug the other end in? Doesn't it go into the Atari? Well, you can look all over the system, but there's no power connector. There's a separate box that you have to plug it in. Now, seriously, have you ever seen one of these? Other than the Atari 5200, I haven't. So, you plug this bastard in, and then there's this one wire coming out of the system, so you plug that into the box. Whoa, did you see that? That can't be good. Look, sparks, no joke. So anyway, the AC adapter and TV actually share the same wire. So I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, maybe they were thinking it'd be more convenient to have less wires running across your floor, but they knew that they fucked up because later they re-released the Atari 5200 with the traditional 2 separate wires instead of just, this thing. But that one had 2 controller ports instead of 4, I think. Now, we want to hook this thing up to that TV, but it's not going to be easy. I mean, just look at all these games, and every one of them has their own AC adapter and RCA cables, or those weird box things, all going into the same TV. So, I don't know how we're going to do it, but we got to get back there and plug this sucker in. That TV is just out of the question. It's a little too busy back there, but that's okay because I believe the only true way to play Atari is on an old piece of shit like that. Damn. Damn! Fuck! You son of a bitch. Now, after all that trouble I went through, let's play some damn games. Well, we haven't played the games yet, but I can definitely tell you the cartridges suck because they don't have end labels. I mean, come on! The Atari 2600 games were all conveniently labeled so you can easily pick out a game, but the 5200, you have to pull each one out to see them. I mean, what a bunch of shit. Alright, let's try this one out. So, okay, here we go. Now, listen, when you hit the power button, the box makes this weird clicking sound. I'm afraid this thing might blow up. This controller is a piece of shit.
What's the most important aspect about any fucking game? Well, being able to fucking play it. And what do you need to fucking play it? A fucking controller. So what do you do when the controller doesn't work? You're fucked. This is the reason the system failed. This. In the name of God, heaven and hell, everything in between, every creature on earth, by the far reaches of the galaxy, by the inner rims of the universe, and every megaverse in the ultraverse, let it be known. Let the word be known. This controller is fucking horrible. Well, tell you the truth, it is true that the controllers were notorious for malfunction, but they were pretty innovative for their time.
For one thing, they're analog, so they're capable of more sensitive movement. They also have a pause button, which, believe it or not, was a new thing back then. Also, there's these two buttons on each side, which I think was a bit excessive for these type of games. Then there's all these numeric buttons. Like, what the shit is this? Is this thing a phone?
Like, what is all this for? Is it like talking to intergalactic space aliens, or flying fuckernauts or astro bastards?
Now there's another one, the trackball controller, but it's an ungodly abomination that begs for apocalypse. Look at it. It's like as big as a VCR or DVD player. It's big enough to be the game system, let alone the controller. Look, it's almost as big as the Nintendo. I mean, no, look, I think it's slightly bigger than the Nintendo. What a beast! But the ultimate question is, does it work? Well, does it? No, it doesn't.
What a piece of shit. Well, we can't play the games, but we could at least look at them. We don't have to stand for this shit. There exist alternatives. Did you know that you can plug a Sega Genesis controller into an Atari 2600 and it'll work? See, that's the interesting thing about Atari. You can find all kinds of different stuff that's compatible. As for the 5200, there exists third-party controllers made for the reason of replacing the shitty controller that the system came with. So, let's take a trip into the cyber world known as the internet and take a look.
There we go.
Alright. Okay, let's play this bitch.
Ghostbusters. It was one of the most successful comedies of the 80s and one of the most popular franchises I remember as a kid. There's a sequel, a cartoon series that ran for 7 seasons, a huge amount of merchandise, and a line of action figures. You got the Firehouse, which was awesome. You got the Ecto-1, you got Slimer, the Marshmallow Man. Yeah, he's a little dirty, you know, the dog shoved him up his ass. You had all the Ghostbusters, then they came out with versions that made facial expressions, then there's this car that turns into some praying mantis or something, then you had all these weird ones I don't even remember from the show. This one, I don't think... Oh, that's not mine. Get that the fuck out of here.
And every kid on the block needed a proton pack, and even though it's plastic, in our minds, it's an unlicensed nuclear accelerator.
Then you got the Ghost Trap, which doesn't work anymore because it's a piece of shit. Then you got the PKE meter, which always reads .03 and always shows a ghost.
So, I just wanted to take you back to the 80s, when Ghostbusters and Nintendo were the best things in the world. Now, the Nintendo Entertainment System, I believe, needs no introduction. So, when we heard that a Ghostbusters game for Nintendo was coming out, we were so excited, we shit our pants. Literally, shit came out our asses and we rocketed through the roof. It was two of our favorite things coming together. Should have been like bread and butter, but more like dead skunk and dog shit.
You pop this piece of crap in, expecting Ghostbusters, and what do you get? Well, Ghostbusters got the logo there, looks promising enough,
But are you willing to bet that it's going to get really bad once you start playing? Yeah, well, guess what? It gets bad as soon as you press the start button. The fuck was that? Ghostbusters! Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to criticize the game for its lack of voice clarity, but you hear how bad this sounds? Let this set the tone for the rest of the game.
So here's the main screen. This is it. This is Ghostbusters on Nintendo. This is my wasted childhood you're looking at. I don't even need to comment. Just look at it. It's shits for the birds. Okay, we gotta come up with a game about Ghostbusters. What can we do? How about just have the Ghostbusters logo floating around playing tag with cute little yellow ghosts? So if you like Ghostbusters, it's right up your alley. More like up your ass. Now for music, you got the Ghostbusters theme song, which sounds like a decent 8-bit rendition, but there's one problem. It's the only song in the whole game, and it never, ever stops. It starts playing from the first screen all the way to the end of the game. It drones over you, makes your brain go numb, and then when it gets to the end of the song, it pauses for a second, then it loops again. So you better get used to it. But let me tell you, that 1 second when the music stops, it feels so satisfying to hear dead silence, even for just one brief moment, to put your mind at peace. So seriously, what am I doing? Why am I just a Ghostbusters logo floating around playing tag with ghosts? Well, from what I understand, the more ghosts that go into the Zool building in the center, the more the PKE energy goes up, I guess. And what happens when it goes up all the way? I don't know, so the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man appears or some shit like that. But I'm not here to try and figure out how the game works. I'm here to retell my experience as a gamer. Now, what am I trying to do? What is this white box that keeps appearing when I press the B button? Well, I'll explain later. So, here's what you're supposed to do. You need to find which buildings have ghosts in them. And they vary at any point in the game, so you need to go around the city, and when you touch certain buildings, they blink red, and that means that there's a ghost in there. You try to enter, and oops, you can't do that yet. You need to buy your proton pack and ghost traps. The Ghostbusters don't have their own equipment, so they have to go buy it from a store. So this is it. This is the ghost busting store.
When and where would there ever exist a store that sells equipment for catching ghosts? And if the Ghostbusters aren't inventing their own gadgets, then who the hell is?
Anyway, buy your shit, then get out. Now we can see that that weird white box shows you what equipment you have, and you can hold 4 items at a time. Go find a blinking red building and then go in. Now you're in the Ecto-1, driving down the road, and why you still have to drive to the building is beyond me. On the map screen, it looks like you're right there, and when you move all around, you don't have to drive. Only when you're already at the building do you need to drive there. Well, every other car in the city is out to hit you. They move back and forth, nobody stays in their lane, so it seems like the city actually has a bigger problem with drunk drivers than it does with ghosts. Oh, and guess what? When the cars hit you, who has to pay for the damage? You do. That's right, every car that hits you takes a few $100s away. It's bullshit. So you get to the building to capture the ghosts, drop the trap, catch the ghosts with your beam, bring them to the trap, open the trap, and time it so the ghosts get dragged in by that white thing that goes up and down. So keep going around, finding buildings to go in, avoid drunken drivers, and catch more ghosts. When you catch ghosts, you get money, and you're going to need it to buy other stupid shit later. Now there's a time limit, so when you're catching these ghosts, your goal is to catch as many of them as you can. Most of the time, you'll probably be able to get all 4 of them, but sometimes they go somewhere you can't reach without buying a longer beam. But good luck catching enough of them so you can afford a longer beam. Sometimes they go too low, and you can't reach them there either. Now, whatever you do, don't cross the streams. This is an important safety tip thanks to Egon from the movie. It would cause a total protonic reversal. Try to imagine all life as you know, stopping instantaneously and every molecule in your body exploding at the speed of light. Now that's epic. Now, every time you catch a ghost, you can't reuse the same trap. So if you try to enter a building, you might get a message that says, you need an empty ghost trap. So you need to go to the Ghostbuster headquarters to empty the traps. When you get there, you may be baffled to see that the size of the car is the same size of the building. So as you're constantly running around, emptying your traps, you'll keep running out of gas. That's right, you can run out of gas in the game. How do you get gas? You need to go to the gas station. What happens if you run out of gas? 2 little fuckballs get out to push the car. Do you really have to go to the gas station at all? No, you can also slam in the gas tanks on the highway. So fuck the gas station. I wish it was that easy in real life. Need gas? Just run over the gas containers. So, because needing to get gas, needing to empty your ghost traps, and needing to buy stupid shit are all such a big part of the game, it would be wise from the beginning to buy a super trap as one of your first items. This trap you don't need to empty, so the regular trap is just a piece of crap. Another thing you might want to buy is the ghost vacuum. It's a vacuum that goes on the top of your car to suck ghosts in, which is a good idea to get a little extra money so you can hopefully make up for some of the damage that the drunk drivers cause. A ghost vacuum. Does there exist any store that sells a ghost vacuum? Let's find out. Hi, do you sell vacuums?
Yeah.
I'm looking for a special kind of vacuum. It's like shaped like a funnel, sort of.
What kind of vacuum?
It's like shaped like a funnel, like you put it on the roof of your car.
You want a vacuum to clean your car?
No, you put it on the top of your car, like while you're driving.
You want a vacuum to clean?
No, you know, these vacuums are for catching ghosts. Well, apparently these vacuums don't exist in real life, so if you want to suck up ghosts on the roof of your car, you're going to have to do it in this game. Really hate these driving stages. Naturally, you want to speed up to get them over with, but when you speed up, your car goes to the top of the screen and you can't see what's coming at you. Whether it be ghosts you're trying to catch, gas barrels, or drunk drivers. Fuck! Assholes! So you might be wondering, is this all you do in the game? Just go from building to building, catching ghosts and dodging cars? Well, yes, this is all you do. I am dead fucking serious. The main idea is to go into the Zool building, but you can't do that until the game says you can. How it decides that, I don't have a fucking clue. Maybe it has something to do with how many ghosts you catch or when the PKE energy gets to a certain number, which would probably mean just letting the ghosts go in. So, I don't know. For whatever reason, you're not allowed to go into the Zool building right away. Maybe there's like an invisible barrier that takes like a fucking hour to go away. Also, why is it called the Zool building? If it's meant to be named after the main villain in the movie, it should be Gozer. Gozer had two minions, the Keymaster, also known as Vince Clortho, and the Gatekeeper, also known as Zool. So, why is the building in the game named after Zool? Who knows? So anyway, it takes forever to be allowed entry into this building, so in the meantime, you just keep catching ghosts. After doing this for so long, you start to wonder, who pays you to catch the ghosts anyway? And why are the ghosts so generic, innocent, and cute looking? They don't do anything to you, so why are you busting them? Because busting makes you feel good? Well, don't the ghosts have a right to death? Obviously I'm thinking too deep about it, but that's what happens. That's what happens when you play such a boring ass shitty game. Your mind gets delirious. I mean, right now I feel like I'm going fucking crazy. So finally you get a message that says enter Zool building. But it's at the very bottom of the screen, so you need to be paying attention. Seriously, half the time I don't really notice it because I'm not looking down there. A little sound cue would have helped, you fuckers. Now you go into the building, and it's a breath of fresh air to see something different. But unlike the rest of the ghosts in the game, these ones harm you. In order to move through the stage, you have to keep tapping the A button as fast as you can. And why couldn't you just use the control pad? Now you move so slow, the ghosts are impossible to dodge, and constantly going up the stairs doesn't help either, since you're basically defenseless. You can't get away when you're on the stairs. Now when the ghosts touch you a few times, you fall, and when you fall 3 times, you're dead. Then the game's over, and if you want to try again, you gotta start all over from the beginning. Now, let me ask this. Why can't the Ghostbusters use their proton beams here? Well, let me answer my own question. That would mean making the game resemble a decent side-scroller shooter, and the problem there is that the game would actually be kinda good, and apparently that wasn't what they were going for. So, playing through the game a second time, just for another shot at that damn stairway, it would be wise to invest in some items to help you out. There's an anti-ghost suit that supposedly gives you maybe 2 extra hits from the ghosts. Then there's the ghost bait. What kind of food will ghosts eat? Then there's the sound generator, which I think slows the ghosts down, but forget about it, it's too fucking expensive. So anyway, now you know why a lot of these items are so important. You need every bit of help you can get. But you'll never have enough money to buy everything in this game, especially when you keep getting hit by the drunks and fuck, I'm out of gas. really sucks that you need to keep refueling your car. It sucks even harder that the gas costs money too. More money than it does in real life. So you need to keep catching ghosts for money. You spend the money on the gas that you need to catch more ghosts, and it just keeps on going. It's an endless cycle. Eventually you see the Enter Zool building message again, but sometimes you're not fucking ready because there's equipment that you still need to buy in order to get up the stairs. The offer to enter is only good for a short period of time. So by the time you catch enough ghosts, make enough money, and buy the gear you want, it's too late to enter the building. The only way to get that offer again is to go catch more ghosts and wait another hour or however long it takes. The only sure way to be able to go in the first time is to trade your traps, the ghost vacuum, and whatever other equipment you don't need for the stairway stage. You can only hold 4 items at a time anyway, so you absolutely need to trade something in. But by the time you get the message, drive to the store, trade your shit in, buy the stuff you need, and come back to the Zool building, you're too fucking late. So what do you gotta do now? Catch more fucking ghosts. So go back to the fucking store again, trade your regular stuff back, and fuck! I hate this fucking game. What were they thinking?
Well, let's try to get through this stairway and hopefully see the end of the game.
I think one of the problems is that my thumb gets tired pressing the button. So the hell with this controller. We're going turbo. Alright, drop the damn food. Get the fucking food. Get out of my way. Out of my way, bitches. The ghost bait doesn't do shit. Even if you outrun the ghosts, they never leave the screen. Once you start climbing the stairs, they scroll up with you, and as soon as the ghost bait's off screen, the ghosts start chasing you again. So what's the point of dropping the ghost bait if you're not allowed to go up the stairs to get away? What am I just gonna do? Just drop the bait and stand there? Why would I do that? Oh my god, now they're right in the way. How am I gonna get up there? Oh, come on, come on. Oh, I think I can just barely do it. There we go. Oh boy, right in between two of them. How you like that? Oh man. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. Oh, please, Game Genie, grant me 3 wishes. That's right, we're gonna cheat. But there's only one cheat I care about. Immunity to ghosts on the stairway. Well, at least now I can't get killed by the ghosts. But that still means that it takes all day to get up the fucking stairs. It just keeps going. Even if you did it with the control pad, it would be tedious. But the fact that you're supposed to tap the button the whole time and dodge ghosts? And I've counted, there's 22 floors. Do you think that's enough? I mean, what the fuck were they fucking thinking? This is the worst game I ever played in my life. It's worse than Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Well, maybe not that bad. And then they run? They move like slugs the whole fucking time, but as soon as they get to the top, they run like they got propellers in their asses. Well, here's the last screen of the game, and it looks like shit. The whole layout is designed like a grid with a flat gray floor. There's no background, it's just black. The little ghosts with their tongues sticking out look like kindergarten Halloween decorations, and neither Gozer or the dogs move. Hey, I can even name the dogs. That's Vince Clortho and Zool. Zool apparently bought the building that they're standing on. Now, you know what's really shocking about this part? You're moving around, dodging projectiles, and shooting at things. Kinda like a game. Surprising, right? I mean, this is the closest moment that this piece of shit ever comes to possibly being decent. But you know what's really annoying? Every time you go anywhere near the bottom of the screen, this happens. Say hello to Mr. Stay Puft climbing the building. I don't know what the point is, but every time when you accidentally go down there, Stay Puft's higher up the building. I can guess that when he reaches the top, that can't be good. So let's show this prehistoric bitch how we do things downtown. Oh, I'm gonna get you. Oh, you're gonna get it. Come on, here we go. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Alright, come on, take it, you fucking bitch. This chick is toast! What the fuck? What? What? Ghostbusters on Nintendo sucks ass. But if you've seen my review of it, you already know that. So why am I reviewing it again? Because it's such an inhumane pile of shit that it deserves it. Well, this time I'm over the shock of how fucking horrible this game is, so I'm going to be a little more constructive. Here are 5 things that should have been improved. Number 1 is going to be a spell check. Let's play teacher and grade this piece of shit. Since it's really short, let's say 10 points off for every error out of a possible 100. So okay, you ready? Here we go. Well, first of all, congratulations spelled wrong, but it's not even a simple typo. 2 letters in 2 different places are wrong, which probably means they really didn't know how to spell it. So that's 20 points off for that, just because it's such an atrocious misspelling. But then why isn't it plural? You don't usually say congratulation, you say congratulations. So technically that's nothing to do with the spelling, it's a different error altogether. So that's another 10 points for that. Then, you've completed a great game? Well, that's just simply wrong, 20 points for that statement. Even if it was a great game, it shouldn't have to announce it. So then you have a punctuation error, because the next sentence begins with end. Then you got an extra O in proved. And proved what? Proved the justice of our culture? So it's saying that you proved that our culture has justice? I don't know. Now, go and rest our heroes. Instead of now go and rest, comma, our heroes, it's telling you to go rest our heroes. Okay, well, sorry to say, but we had to take off 90 points. But hey, a score of 10% means that there's still hope. But wait, is there any reason that there's 1 exclamation mark here and then there's 3 up there? That's another 10 points off for lack of consistency with a total score of 0, F-. It should have said, congratulations, you had the patience to sit through this awful game. You proved your nerdiness. Now go fuck yourself. Now, moving on to number 2. The second thing in this game that should have been improved would have been a better use of Ghostbuster characters. After all, this is a game about the Ghostbusters. It could at least acknowledge Egon, Ray, Peter, and Winston. Even the first Ninja Turtles game on Nintendo had all 4 of the turtles. There's supposed to be 4 Ghostbusters as well, but try counting them in the game. There's 2 who fight the ghosts, 3 who enter the Zool building, 2 who fight Gozer, and 3 who enter the headquarters. Now look closely at the Ghostbusters. Notice they're all white, which obviously means there's no Winston. So Ernie Hudson, maybe you're glad that you got left out of this crappy game. So number 3 is going to be better graphics. The whole game is just unappealing to look at. There's so much gray in the color scheme. It's dull, depressing, and lifeless. Where's the color? Why is there so much gray? Nothing even looks like what it's supposed to be. The proton beams look like a line of diamonds. The ghosts, like I said, are generic and stereotypical, all the same, and none taken from the movie. And the Ghostbusters look like aliens. And when they get out to push the car, they definitely don't look like Ghostbusters. They don't even resemble human beings. Number 4, better sound. As I've mentioned, the music is tiring to say the least. The game's Ghostbusters, but that doesn't mean we have to hear the Ghostbusters theme the whole time. A little more musical variety would have helped. Not to mention more sound effects. And at last, number 5, yet the most important thing of all that could have been improved. Better gameplay. This is seriously one of the most boring fucking games I've ever played in my life. Having to buy stuff and getting gas should not have been a part of the game whatsoever. Ghostbusters should have just involved going around blasting ghosts. But why was that so fucking hard to accomplish? Couldn't it at least have more stages? Let's count them. Ignoring the map screen or the store, there's the driving scene, the ghost busting scene, the stairwell, and Gozer. That's it. 4 stages. I can count all the levels in the game on one hand. If this is supposed to be a game based on a successful movie, why can't it have more stages inspired by scenes from the movie? It sucks. Sucks just like a ghost vacuum. Well, you heard me rant about Ghostbusters and you heard me rant about it again. Well, since we're on the topic, let's check out Ghostbusters on the Atari 2600. The game starts up right away the demo screen, so you hit game reset, and then the game begins with the store. So, you buy your shit, which is really weird looking. I don't even know what these things are that you're supposed to be buying. But just buy them, and then leave. Then leave. Leave! Fuck. You're supposed to play with the difficulty switches to leave the store, but most of the time, it doesn't work. So, reset the game, buy your shit again, then leave. Leave. There we go. It's nothing but trouble. I mean, I can't even get the picture to come in clear. Now, the first thing I notice is that there aren't any buildings. It just looks like parks. And the driving scene, your car is so big it takes up the whole screen. And it looks like there's a mangled rubber chicken on the hood. There's no other drivers on the road, so there's really no point of these driving scenes other than occasionally to suck up a ghost. The ghost catching scenes are just awkward. I mean, no matter what I do, I can't catch the ghost. It's like the game just does whatever it wants. Alright, here we go. We got him. Oh, fuck. Alright, drop the trap. Shoot. You fuck. We got him. Move him over. Oh, fuck. Shoot the other way. Oh, well, we got him. Well, basically, it's the same shitty Ghostbusters game, except it's Atari. So it's appropriate for its time. It was also on the Commodore 64, so at the time, this was a decent game. But on the Nintendo Entertainment System, you'd expect something better. Well, believe it or not, the Sega Master System version was superior. Let's check it out. You got a good opening screen, the music sounds a little more lively, and you got that little bouncy ball karaoke thing going on. There's something strange in your neighborhood. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! On the first screen, you get to select your car. Well, why the fuck would I want those other ones? I want the Ghostbusters car, damn it. Then right away, you're buying your equipment. You got this cute little forklift thing to bring the items to your car. Then here's the map screen, and, well, what do you think? Somebody really favored Sega. Look at all the colors. The ghosts are actually animated too, and there's people walking around. I don't exactly understand the idea of dropping poop everywhere you go. Thought the Ghostbusters are in a car, not a horse and buggy. So here's the driving scene. Definitely looks way better. I also like that no matter how fast you're going, your car stays near the bottom of the screen. The drunk drivers are also easier to avoid, and you still got that vacuum to suck up all the ghosts. Boom! Wow, never seen a car explode just from hitting garbage. Here's the ghost catching screen. Again, way better. You actually get a variety of ghosts too. You got the green Slimer kind, then you got those ones that look like banana peels. They really do look like banana peels, and then they turn green and form together to make Voltron. Nah, just kidding, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Once again, there's only 3 Ghostbusters. When you get to the Zool building, you need to get past Stay Puft. You got 3 tries, but you gotta get at least 2 of your Ghostbusters past him. So that means you can only fuck up once. Fuck up twice and you're back at the beginning of the game. It's so fucking tedious. At least the game looks nicer than the Nintendo version, but the gameplay isn't much better. Most of the time, you're just waiting for buildings to blink red, which sometimes just never happens. Come on. Do you want me to catch ghosts or not? Why am I even playing if there's nothing to do? Oh, there we go. Finally, when you get past Stay Puft, you get to the dreaded stairway scene, and what a huge improvement over the Nintendo version. The layout's a little less bland, you can move in 3 dimensions, and best of all, you can use your proton packs to fight the ghosts. Now, these proton beams are useless, you can only shoot up. Fuck. Ugh. God damn. Jesus. Cut me a break. The worst fucking thing is when you get hit just one time. Just one fucking time. You start all over from the bottom of the fucking stairs. All over again. And when all 3 of your Ghostbusters are dead, it's over. Sorry, but your mission has failed. The Keymaster and the Gatekeeper entered the Zool, so it's not the Zool building anymore, it's just the Zool, and caused Gorza, you mean Gozer? They should actually see the fucking movie before they make the damn game. The enemy boss to awaken and destroy the city. You cannot even set foot inside the Zool because you were unable to earn enough money to gain admittance. Oh, so it's like a museum or something? You just need to pay to get in? So all I need is enough money and I can go up a bunch of stairs to fight a Sumerian shape-shifting god. Thus, the city was completely demolished by Gorza. The game is over. Try again from the start. Oh, really? I thought I could try again from the middle. Well, Ghostbusters on Commodore and Atari, it was a nice little original game for the time. The NES version was a lame disappointment, and the Sega version improved it a little. Tune in next time, and we're going to fast forward to 1989 to 1990, and we're going to look at one more Ghostbusters game on Nintendo and one on Sega Genesis. Ghostbusters 2 on Nintendo. Well, here it is. The game starts out with this little intro with Vigo. You see him at the end too when you lose, and both times he does the Elvis lip. So the first level is under the subway at the River of Slime, and that's right, wow, the game actually has levels with a simple goal to get to the end without dying.
And that's what I'm fucking talking about. Ghostbusters should be nothing more complicated than just running around zapping ghosts. So it's a huge, huge improvement over the first game. But that's not saying much. It still sucks monkey fucking pukes diarrhea up your fucking asshole. And that's interesting because the movie Ghostbusters 2 is definitely inferior to the first one. So I guess the formula works like this. A good movie equals a shitty fucking game. But a not so good movie equals a game that's not as shitty.
This time the Ghostbusters only shoot slime. They never use their proton packs. The controls could have been better, and the way you move the gun is kinda awkward, like it stays wherever you point it, and it takes a moment to aim it elsewhere rather than just being instantaneous. This is a hard one to explain, but just play it for a while, then pop in Contra and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's also stupid that A shoots slime and B jumps. Usually it's the other way around. As for start and select, they don't do donkey dick. Usually start is pause, but here, there's no fucking way to pause the damn game.
I mean, if you gotta go answer the phone or take a shit, it's like tough shit if you gotta take a shit. You gotta take a quick shit. You gotta have turbo turds. I'm trying to play the game. I got shit stains in my pants and an answering message on my phone that says, "Sorry, I'm playing Ghostbusters 2 on Nintendo." What a selfish game. Bottom line, have a fucking pause button. God damn it.
While the game definitely has its variety, the second level you're driving around and dodging shit, and shooting at ghosts that look like bed sheets with 2 eye holes cut out, sorta like Charlie Brown's Halloween costume. Oh, and the car's alive, because when it dies, it bleeds. Yeah, it gets mangled into a bloody mess. Yeah, I know, it's red slime. Level 3 is the courthouse. Oh wait, is that Kool-Aid? Give me the Kool-Aid! Oh, fuck. Level 4, you're driving again. Like before, there's holes you gotta jump over, but you gotta make sure that you drive over the arrows because they're the speed boosters. Oh, get out of my way! Fucking ghost. Alright, here we go. Oh, there's another. Oh, come on. And you think I'm doing bad? Take a look at the demo in the beginning of the game. It doesn't even try. It just crashes into everything. The only reason it even gets by is because after you hit something, you're immune to damage for a brief moment, you can pass through. But really, why is the game having so much trouble playing with itself? It doesn't know it can move up and down or jump. The game sucks at itself more so than any human being, regardless of age or experience, could possibly suck at the game. The irony just baffles me. So anyway, level 5 is the abandoned subway. It seems like somebody's off screen to the left, just constantly throwing junk in your way. I mean, what is all this shit? Fuck! So here's level 6, the Statue of Liberty. Remember the scene in the movie where the Ghostbusters use the NES Advantage to control the Statue of Liberty?
Well, I'm playing it with the NES Advantage right now, and that's kind of weird, don't you think, in the movie? One of the most famous icons of the United States being controlled by a Nintendo controller. Nintendo ruled the fucking world.
And see what they did here? They created levels in the game based off scenes in the movie. That's what I was talking about before. I don't know what these things are that you're supposed to be shooting at though. I guess they're ghosts, but they're shaped like fish. And if they're ghosts, they're the happiest, most energetic ghosts I've ever seen, doing choreographed dances in the sky. So now we're in the city, so I guess this is level 7, and we're fighting bungee jumping skeletons, I think. Here we go, at the museum, covered in the River of Slime. And this is the final level of the game, and by now, it's all starting to look the same. There really isn't any more variety in the gameplay. The only thing different is the backgrounds. Yet they're all based on scenes from the movie, like the river slime, the courthouse, the abandoned subway, and finally the museum. But you're doing the same exact thing, just walking to the end of the level, shooting ghosts overhead, and dodging things that go up and down, bounce across the screen, sweep across the ground, or just wiggle all over the place. Damn, I hate all this shit. Fuck. Bitch. Ass. It pisses me off. Well, like they say, it's better to be pissed off than to be pissed on. So, you have to play through the level 4 times to get all the Ghostbusters through. That's right, they actually have all 4 Ghostbusters. So when you get to the end, you watch them shoot slime all over Vigo, and then that's it. He doesn't even come out of the painting. The game's over. You win. So, to save time on developing an end boss, instead they just make you go through the last level 4 times. What a piece of shit.
Hey, come here. It's dog shit. That's what it reminds me of. This game reminds me of dog shit.
Can Sega do better again? Well, let's find out. We got Ghostbusters on the Sega Genesis, also called the Mega Drive. We're stepping into 16-bit territory now, yet this game was released about the same time as Ghostbusters 2 on Nintendo. Rather than making their own game of Ghostbusters 2, Sega made something completely original. Well, there's only 3 Ghostbusters again. I mean, what's their problem with Winston? What are they, fucking racist or something? Well, whatever the case, you get to pick your Ghostbuster. They got big heads and they walk like they're crapping down their pants. You got dialogue scenes and not 1 but 2 stores, an item shop and a weapon shop, again resorting to that old tired idea of having the Ghostbusters buy all their own equipment. Then you got the map screen, which thank God it serves the only purpose that it should, selecting which order you want to play the stages in. So you can go into the little house, the apartment, the bigger house, the high-rise building, and after you've beaten all that, you can go to the castle. The stages are non-linear in a sense that you don't just run through from beginning to end, you gotta find your way around. You can climb ladders, swim, and explore the whole place until you found and defeated all the boss ghosts, which there's several of. And when you defeated them, you get to lay a trap and catch a Slimer in true ghost-busting fashion. After you cleared the stage, you get money and then you leave. So that's the concept, which is enough to keep you entertained. The control's great. Walking and jumping is perfectly responsive, you can easily shoot in any direction, you can crawl, it's fun blasting things, the sounds and music are original, and the caricature look I find kinda amusing actually. This is what you call a game. I like this. I like this? I can't believe what I'm saying.
I think the world is coming to an end. Seriously, like fire and brimstone coming down from the skies. Rivers and seas boiling, 40 years of darkness, earthquakes, volcanoes, the dead rising from their graves, human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. But don't worry, I'll find something about it that sucks.
Like those tablecloths that wrap you up, you can't even do anything but wait. They don't even do any damage, so what's the point? Just to be annoying. You might as well just have somebody come in and take the controller from me for about 5 seconds. There's also an overabundance of weapons and items which, out of all of them, only one is really mandatory. The night goggles. Without them, there's no way you can get through the fire level because you can't see shit. Look at this. I can't tell where I'm going. And the goggles run out of juice, so if you're far along in the level and they start to dim, you're fucked. You gotta kill yourself, go back to the store to buy more goggles, and then start the level all over again. What a shitload of fuck. I also hate these fire towers. It's like, no matter how well you estimate the jump, you either end up getting burnt because you jumped too short, or accidentally touch the fire trying to get as close as possible to jump. And also, you have to make sure that you time your jump right, or the fire comes up and burns your ass. And if you stand there to even try to think about it, a flaming guinea pig comes out. Yeah, flaming guinea pigs are pretty weird, but you know what's also weird? When you die, you turn into a mummy. That I can't understand. Then you got these disappearing green things to jump on. Ugh. Guess what the toughest enemies in the game are? Coffee cups. You think they'd shatter after just one hit, but no, they take forever to break. I don't get it. Lots of the enemies are just annihilated after just one hit, but not those. Don't fuck with the coffee cups. The boss battles are cool. although sometimes really random, like this blue guy that comes apart. Come on, die! Alright. Oh, he's still got a head! Yeah. You got the crystal monkey man, the evil snowman, the fire dragon, the flame guy, the face that emerges from the wall, the woman who multiplies to 3, gotta shoot the real one. Then there's the Grim Reaper who looks like Dracula from Castlevania 2. Then there's the plant, which reminds me of Little Shop of Horrors, which is an interesting connection because Rick Moranis starred in the remake and he was Lewis in Ghostbusters. Then you got Stay Puft, who relentlessly attacks you during the stage, but then at the end, you finally get to punish him for all the shit he put you through. Die! Die! Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him! Yeah! He's dead as shit. In a sea of terrible Ghostbusters games, this one stands out, and it's still fun to play. If you could somehow get your hands on it, I'd check it out.
So this concludes my 3-part review of all the Ghostbusters games that I can get my hands on. Is it kind of ironic that I end on one that's actually kind of decent? I don't know. I mean, is it any more ironic that the same guy who did the voice for Garfield did the voice for Peter Venkman in the Ghostbusters cartoon, while Bill Murray was the live-action Peter Venkman, and he also did the voice of Garfield in the movie?
And one more thing. Ghostbusters 3. Is it really going to happen? Should it happen? Well, if they made the Santa Claus 3, Free Willy 3, Home Alone 3, Psycho 3, The Never-Ending Story 3, Problem Child 3, and about 10,000 Scary Movie and American Pie sequels, all the crap that gets shat out of Hollywood's big fat fucking ass, I don't see why Ghostbusters 3 shouldn't get made. I grew up with those movies. I would love to see those guys put on the proton packs one more time. Even if the whole movie's just the Ghostbusters sitting around taking a shit, I'd go see it.
Now, excuse me, I gotta take out the garbage. Spider-Man on the Atari 2600. Let's pop this sucker in here. We're playing with the Atari wireless controller. Pretty nifty, right? Atari was ahead of their time. So you're just climbing up the building, you're shooting the web, which is like black for some reason. It almost looks like Spider-Man shooting out like a long turd or something. And you can't touch anything except the yellow parts. So, oh, the web didn't reach. Ah, I'm falling. But you can save yourself, you just keep shooting the web. So anyway, you're just trying to get up here. You can shoot diagonal too, but it's really finicky with the controller. Ah, fuck! Oh, God. Oh, shit! This game is just fucking horrible! Holy shit! It's Spider-Man!
You need some help with this game?
I sure do. This shitty-ass fucking game's driving me nuts.
This game can't be shitty. This is Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's Spider-Man, but I'm sorry, Spider-Man. This game really does suck.
You must be doing something wrong. Let me help you with this game.
You'll help me with this game?
Absolutely.
Oh, gee whiz. Thanks, Spider-Man.
I'll show you how it's done. See, you gotta press the up, right?
Yeah, I got that part.
It's really so easy, it's practically boring in a way. Because you can just go up, up, up. See, I like going diagonal because sometimes it gets boring going straight. Get into the top, get to the top. Get to the top. Oh, 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 boot-da-da, 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 boot-da-da. James likes the little web. Little web, little web, little web, little web, little web, little web.
What is that thing supposed to be? It's like a checkerboard or like a disco cube or something.
That's the super bomb.
The super bomb.
The super bomb.
Well, there's bombs in the game. Why can't that bomb look like a bomb?
Fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah, I
watch
know
it.
You can't touch the super bomb.
Oh, you gotta go around it?
Oh, there you go. Watch out. Don't get, he's gonna hit me. Ah! Oh, you're falling. Oh my God. When you let go, you know what's gonna happen? When you let go of that button, you're gonna fall.
Alright. You know, this is starting to piss me off, actually.
There you go. Come on. Ah, you died.
Well, you're talking to me. Fuckload of shit!
This is your game. Your game!
Shit! Fuck! Fuck! God! Fuck! Ah! This game sucks my spider balls! It's horrible!
Don't worry, Spider-Man. It's only a game. Here, have a beer.
I don't want this corporate bullshit.
It's Rolling Rock.
It's shit rock. Stick to the local brew. That's local brew.
Well, we got another game on the NES, and we're going to play it in the top loader. Yeah, we're being pretty fancy today. The game's Spider-Man, Return of the Sinister Shit.
I'm trying to understand the controls here. Alright, A punches. If you tap A, it does like a jump kick. Oh, you hold the button and it shoots the web. The control is awful, and the worst thing about trying to review a game with bad control is that you can't explain it. You can only jump straight up, unless you already push, you know...
You're pressing the wrong buttons.
No, I'm not. Look, I can't even hit this guy. Oh, look at this.
Get him! Why are you fucking jerking around?
Even when I'm falling, I can't steer myself.
Why are you jumping all over the place?
Because every time I hit the button, it like jumps.
Well, wait for him to come to you.
There's no like jump kick move. Like you can't jump and then do an attack.
Well, then don't do that move.
Well, I can't hit him when he's in the air.
Well, wait for him to come down then.
Look, now what's he doing? He's not gonna come up. I can't even tell if I'm hitting him.
Oh, you got him.
Did I?
His power bar went down, but you're fucking gonna die way before he does.
Come on, damn it.
Just wait. Patience. There's no fucking clock in this game. There's only 20 of them in the background.
Thank fucking Lord.
Alright.
Look, so you can't even kill that one guy.
But is it necessary to kill him in all honesty? Do we have to kill everybody we see? I'm the nerd. I'm the nerd. Look how I play. I go back and forth. This is what the nerd does. He just goes back and forth. And this is what was fucking annoying me. You go and there's nothing up there, so you go down. And you go down. And you kill something and you fucking go down. You go down and you can't go that way. So you go up. Alright, god damn it. Nothing over here. What the fuck's the point of this? Alright, you know what? This game is a piece of shit. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. I can't get up here.
Do it, damn it! Jump, 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 jump!
It's a piece of shit!
It's a bunch of fucking crap!
Alright, we got another game on the Game Boy. To play the Game Boy, you need the game. Here's the game, that's the boy, this is the Game Boy. The game is The Amazing Spider-Man, and believe it or not, the control is even worse.
The punch is delayed like a full second later. And that was the web? That's ridiculous. How do I get up?
Jump!
I am jumping. Look, it won't.
You fucking look retarded. See, now you're being Spider-Man.
Shit.
Alright, now you're fucking being dead.
Look at this. It's just all this falling rock crap on me. Oh my god, there's a suicide button in the game.
What do you expect? You're fucking jumping while you're trying to hang onto a building.
I can't climb up
Going
anymore.
in!
I'm
in.
trying.
Jump! You have to jump into it.
Oh, okay, so that's what the jump button's for. Okay, you're pretty much dependent on the web to get over some of these jumps. But how do you do the web? I don't know. The control just does whatever the fuck it wants. Look at that! Holy shit! Oh my god, I can't. I tried to jump, I swear. This is god awful. This is ass.
Let me try that game out.
Knock yourself out. What are you doing on my fucking ceiling?
Okay, I agree. The control is a little delayed.
Oh. Yeah.
And then you fucking just like do this.
Look, now what are you gonna do there?
I don't know. God damn it! Ah! Alright, this guy's fucking impossible. Get over here, you fucking son of a bitch! What the fuck is wrong with these game designers? They don't know what the fuck they're doing! I can't believe they did this to me! They made a game out of me and it's fucking shit! It's horrible!
One more game, Spider-Man 2 on the Game Boy Advance. Well, I'm playing it on my DS to be exact. Alright, well, this is the first level of the game, and you gotta deliver pizzas.
They put that in the video game?
Well, that's pretty weird. Yeah, I mean, you delivered pizzas before, though, right?
I never did that.
No, yeah, you did in the movie Spider-Man 2.
I did that at one point, but I don't want people fucking knowing about that.
Did you ever have to break a window to deliver a pizza?
Not on purpose, but for them to put that in the game, and it's insulting, and it's...
Well, yeah, I mean, I agree.
I'm a superhero. I shouldn't be known as a pizza delivery man.
I wish Spider-Man would deliver my pizzas every day.
I'm gonna fucking shove a pizza up your fucking ass.
Oh,
Spider-Man, Spider-Man takes a dump in a coffee can, play some games with a grudge, gonna shit out some anal fudge. Look out, here comes some shitty games. Alcohol is his power source, takes a piss like a drunken horse, climbs a wall, then he falls. This game sucks his spider balls. Oh no, he's playing the shitty games. When he plays his games, he feels so ashamed. He shoots web from his wrist, but now Spider-Man's fucking pissed. Angry nerd, rather suck on a frozen turd or eat some crap from a moose. Gonna chug down some poopy juice. These games are such a great big fuck up. They make you wanna throw up all over Spider-Man.
Hey, you still don't own a Sega CD? What are you waiting for? Nintendo to make one? You have seen the games, right? Wrong answer, man. Show 'em. Wow, it's like you get to play the games on a CD. Check out the graphics. Full motion video, opposed to video that isn't full motion. 64 simultaneous colors, 12.5 megahertz processor. Holy shit, this thing is total fucking garbage. How would you like it if I conduct the rest of the video like this? Full motion video, my ass. I'd rather it be full fucking screen.
So this is the Sega CD. It's a load of ass. You just pop it in the side of the Genesis like some deformed Siamese twin or something. You ever see Basket Case? Oh, whatever. So you put the fucking game in, and oh, guess what? It runs off of its own power adapter. Yeah, that's two. One for the Genesis and one for the Sega CD. If it can't run off the same power, why couldn't it just be its own independent system? Instead, it's like a fucking parasite or something. Then there's this problem, the load time. Load of shit. You can go dump your ass in the time it takes. So if you're gonna play the Sega CD, grab a beer and be patient. So this is what a typical Sega CD game looks like. This one's called Ground Zero Texas.
Four particle beam disruptors with limited
Great game, huh? It's not even like playing a game. It's like watching a movie. A bad movie. So every once in a while you get to shoot people behind haystacks. All you do is just drag your crosshairs across the screen and try to kill things.
Let's see some firepower. I am personally going to call headquarters and find out what hole they dug you out of.
The hole in your ass. Now we got Slam City.
You want some of this? You got it.
Okay, I really don't know what I'm doing.
Yo, crush him like a walnut and sprinkle him on some salad. And put some dressing on the boy.
What are they saying? Okay, now we got Double Switch.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Eddie.
Hi, Eddie.
I need your help. This is my building. And since the neighborhood really sucks,
Like this game sucks. So you're just switching different rooms and just, I don't know. What the fuck am I watching? God, shut up! This is Night Trap. This here is the cult classic of the Sega CD. The premise is that you're watching all these security cameras in this house, and you have to trap these weirdos in black. Why the hell are they wobbling all around? Could they possibly overact anymore? And the traps are ridiculous. And everything that's occurring in this house happens in real time, so you're constantly switching around trying to find these guys. Fuck, just missed them. See, that's what happens. The only way to get good at this game is to play it over and over and over. That's the only way to know where these guys are gonna be. Yeah, get the tennis racket. Strangely, this is the most amusing part of the game. So is this all you do? Just click around and try to catch these guys? Yes. Alright, this is what I'm talking about. I sometimes forget I'm playing a game. I think I'm watching a shitty horror movie. You got a scary guy in the shower. It's classic. Oh, she's in trouble. Uh-oh. You know what? I'm supposed to save her, but that spoils the fun.
I don't believe what I just saw.
I know, this game sucks. Now we got Corpse Killer. Unfortunately, I can't even show you much about this game because it keeps freezing. I actually had a lot to say about this one, but right now, it's not fucking working. Corpse Killer, consider yourself lucky. Time Gal. Okay, this one is really, really weird. All you have to do is hit the control pad in the right direction at the right moment, and if you're not fast enough, you die. Her voice is just annoying.
You can't catch me! You can't catch me!
This one, there's not much to say. It's just shoot, 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 reload, and shoot some more. There's some minor things that annoy me. Look in the background. This is the longest block in the world, and there's a lot of national rubber stamp companies. How do they fit so many people in the car? Then there's this big ass van, but now this time, there's only one guy in there. There's not even a driver. Willie Beamish. Okay, in this game, you're a kid in detention. First, it's just like watching a cartoon for 5 minutes. Then an arrow appears and you're like, oh my god, I get to do something? So you just point and click at things.
Man, I'm so bored I can't stand it.
I know, I'm fucking bored. The teacher talks to you, you come up with answers. Should I say, oh, that was my frog, Horny? The frog's name is Horny? Road Avenger. Alright, well, same concept as Time Gal. An icon appears on the screen telling you what to do, and you have to act immediately by pushing right, left, turbo, or brake. If you're half a second late, you're dead. Well, this one can't be bad, right? Remember the Genesis game, running around trying to get away from dinosaurs? Well, this is nothing like that. It's just one of those point-and-click games. I don't know where I'm supposed to go, and I get so bored with it I shut it off before I even get to a single dinosaur. I want some dinosaurs, damn it. Prize Fighter. Reminds me of Raging Bull. I wait like 8 minutes for the fight to start up, then what happens? I just get clobbered. I don't even know how to play this. I just tap buttons. But all I do is just swat past the guy. How do I hit him? Do I really care anyway? Nope. Now we got Soul Feast. More like Soul Feces. Well, holy shit, I gotta be honest. It reminds me of R-Type or Light Force, and that's pretty cool. So all I gotta say is, this one's not bad. The Terminator. This one's okay too. I mean, there were some flaws. For example, the enemies are too strong, which is fine, but it's annoying when every single thing you try to blow up takes so much gunfire. Even when you're in the present time, there's no bad guys that die with one shot. And I understand when you're shooting the Terminators, they're made of metal, but these are human beings. Another thing really annoying is how difficult it can be to shoot things sometimes. I can't stand still when I'm on the stairs. You can't aim your gun without moving all around. One thing I have to say, the music's awesome. Overall, this game's okay. There's also a lot of games which are just hard to comment on, like Sherlock Holmes. It's like one of those early CD-ROM games on the PCs. There's really no gameplay whatsoever. You're just clicking around on things and collecting clues. Kinda reminds me of Carmen Sandiego, but not as memorable. There's also a Dracula game, which is the same sort of thing. You just click on things and watch little movies here and there. Speaking of Dracula, there's another one, Bram Stoker's Dracula, but this one is actually like a game. You're just going around beating the shit out of animals. Yeah, punch them, damn bats. Yeah, fucking bitches. Kick him in the face. Fucking rats. So this game's pretty funny, but the control just sucks. Especially this part where you're trying to jump these rocks. Damn. Oh, that was ridiculous. I landed right on that. Then there's all these movie scenes taken right from the movie Bram Stoker's Dracula. If I wanted to watch the movie, I'd watch the damn movie. Now we got Wonder Dog. First you get this long cartoon. Some overly happy kid is walking with his dog, everything's fine. Then some guy shows up, takes the kid away, and then the dog goes inside and his giant metal dick with balls, and he conveniently finds a costume and becomes Wonder Dog. Now we actually get into the game, and you're just shooting stars at rabbits. Yeah, kill those fucking rabbits. Can't get up there. Get up there. Damn it. Maybe someday I'll review some of these games in greater detail, but for most of them, there's really not much to say. Like this one, for example, Sewer Shark. For this game, all I have is a 2-word review. Shit Shark. The only real memorable game off the top of my head is Sonic CD, which is debatably the best Sonic game ever made, and it's definitely one of the most confusing ones too. God. Oh shit. I'm gonna be sick. Alright. The Sega CD, it was one of the first CD-based game systems of the time, so it was kind of fascinating when it came out. The problem was, it was too expensive, the technology was just too young, it just wasn't there yet, and I don't know one person who had a Sega CD. And why is that? Because it fucking sucks! Because it fucking sucks! Think about it. In order to own a Sega CD, first you have to own the Genesis. And if that's not enough, Sega made another Genesis attachment, the 32X. Yes, this ugly mushroom-shaped piece of shit was the last effort from Sega to keep the Genesis alive to compete with its nemesis. Tune in next time and I'll tell you all about it. The Sega CD had its place in history. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a piece of shit, but it had a certain appeal. The 32X is the real deal. It sucks. Oh God, it sucks. You plop it on the top of the Genesis like they're mating. God, I mean, do you think that's enough add-ons? It doesn't even look aesthetically presentable. I mean, it's just like an ugly tumor. I mean, did they really need all this bullshit leeching on the Genesis? That poor Genesis is just thinking, oh please God, take this shit off me. It's like getting gang raped. Both of its slots are getting fucked at the same time. And picture this, if it was a Model 1 Genesis, it would have been even more of a spectacular mess. And there's metal prongs you have to insert into its slot. I mean, there's something wrong here. This whole thing is just a mountain of cockadookie. So what does the 32X do? Well, it's compatible with all your 16-bit Genesis games, but it also has its own library of 32-bit games. Oh, you gotta love this. No end labels on the cartridges. May I ask why? Here's the Genesis games. You can read them. You can see what they are. If I'm trying to pick out a game, I can just visually scan my eyeballs across them without having to do this. Oh, what's this? Oh, Virtua Fighter? What's this? Oh, Star Wars? What's this? Primal Rage? The same thing as Atari. Labeled, not labeled. Labeled, not labeled. Labeled, labeled, and not labeled. Even Nintendo's guilty of the same thing. If you labeled the older games, why can't you do the same to the newer ones? Who came along and said, okay, we're gonna have better graphics, better games, and oh, those end labels gotta go? When did this idea of simple convenience become obsolete? Now about the 32X, hooking up this bastard is just insane. Believe it or not, like the Sega CD, it has its own fucking power adapter. That's great. I mean, now you got 3. And trying to hook them all up at the same time is a friggin' nightmare. Let's look at the most minimum amount of effort it could possibly take. So I'm plugging it into the TV. I mean, now I obviously can't plug in all 3 of these things. So here's the most basic power strip you can get. Every big store sells these things. These are common. So I plug in my fucking power strip or whatever. Here goes the Genesis, the Sega CD, and bullshit. What a load of fucking bullshit. How did they fuck this up so bad? I can't even turn it the other way because it doesn't fit. Why can I only plug in 2 power adapters? Why can't these go sideways? Or better yet, why the hell do they have these box things? Why can't it just be like this? Even the Atari 5200 with its huge ass box, it still ends with a normal plug. You know, that really pisses me off. I even have a camera, which I just bought this year, and it has a box like that. We live in the year 2007, and they can't figure out that shit like that takes up too much room? These fucking things should be banned. Have these, not these. So anyway, let's fire this monster up and play some Primal Rage. Great title screen, huh? There isn't even any title at all. What is this? Wait a minute. Oh, please, God, tell me what's going on. Why can't I see the characters? I'm playing Invisible Primal Rage. Alright, let's try Virtua Fighter. What the fuck? Guess what? We left something out. There's another cable which connects the Genesis to the 32X. Isn't it enough that the damn thing is inserted onto the top of the Genesis? Why does it need another connector? Look at this. It's a fucking mess. And what a perfect visual analogy. Sega invented the 32X to increase the lifespan of the Genesis. And that's exactly what the friggin' thing looks like. It's on life support. So there's Primal Rage, which to my recollection looks nowhere near as good as the arcade. In fact, I'm not even sure how much better it looks in the Genesis version. You got all the moves, the farting, the puking, the pissing, which I can't do, so if you want to try that out, be my guest. I mean, that's what I hate about this game, the moves. They're so awkward, especially the fatality moves. I mean, just forget about it. It's always something like hold these 3 buttons and then tap some weird combination on the control pad. I don't know why they make any moves that require you to hit up, because you know what happens? You jump. I'm sorry, but when I have to download a move list and remember all kinds of combinations of buttons, that just ruins the game for me. Then you got Doom, which is one of my all-time favorites, but the music sounds like shit. Compare it to the Super Nintendo version. Also, the Super Nintendo version has more levels. The only thing it lacks is the graphics. They're horrible. On the 32X they're better, but my point is, everything should be better. Now you got Virtua Fighter. It was one of the first 3D fighting games, and it sure looks like it. I really hate how every time you jump, it's like you're on the moon. God, the control sucks. And the characters act like they have problems. Now we got Star Wars. Yeah, it's an arcade classic, but I don't know about this one. I mean, the graphics are balls. Everything looks like a polygon, and it's putting me to sleep. Like my Sega CD video, keep in mind, I'm limited to how many games I can review. I'm aware that I'm leaving out popular ones such as Snatcher on the Sega CD and Knuckles Chaotix on the 32X. But remember, if I don't have the game, I can't review it. It doesn't matter anyway because I wanted to focus on the console itself. The bottom line, the 32X sucked, and it was one of the biggest failures of all time. And just to celebrate their failure, or just for shits and giggles, they released a few CD 32X games, which require both the 32X and the Sega CD. So if you happen to own both this pile of vomit and this piece of shit, you can mix the two together. So you can clearly see the 32X was just not worth it. And gamers were too smart to be suckered in because they knew that this piece of junk would be abandoned shortly because the Sega Saturn was on its way. Hell, it was already out in Japan, so nobody gave 2 fucks about this beast. It cost about $150 when it first came out. And the only people who bought it, they had mechanical problems. So on top of that, there were rumors that it could damage your Genesis games. And I don't even know if that was true or not. The Sega Saturn was released in the US about 6 months later. Only about 40 games or maybe less came out for the 32X before it bit the dust. I mean, what kind of marketing was that? What were they thinking? And on top of that, Sega had yet another console planned in between called the Neptune, which was scrapped pretty quickly. All it was going to be was a standalone 32X anyway, which is what it should have fucking been in the first place. So not only was the Saturn on the way, but so was the PlayStation and the Nintendo 64. Gamers knew it was a better idea to just wait, and stores were selling the 32X for about $20. I got mine at a flea market for $2.50. I'm dead fucking serious. Now, excuse me. I gotta send this fucking shit back to the fires of hell. this is Silver Surfer. Silver shit. He looks so stupid. I mean, what the hell's wrong with him? He's just like... Alright, so you get this stage select thing, kind of like in Mega Man, which is good for the sake of this review, so I don't really have to beat anything to show you all the stages in the game. So it's just like one of those fly and shoot games, kind of like Defender or Light Force, you know. Nothing too special, but not bad actually. Your weapon's kind of lame, but there's power-ups which let you shoot double. The fuck? I can't touch the walls? That's right, you can't touch anything in this game, so don't fuck around. Anyway, what was I saying about the weapons? Oh yeah, there's not much else I think you can get. I mean, you can shoot backwards, like if somebody's coming behind you, and that's always a real shit sucker, because you want to concentrate on what's ahead. It's kind of clumsy to switch back, because you press the B button to change direction, but use A to shoot. Ah, fuck! I guess that wasn't a good time to demonstrate. So there you go, shooting the rubber ducky, which doesn't die. Oh, fuck! If you play this game, one thing I can guarantee is that your thumb is going to get pretty damn sore from tapping that button. There's not one instant when you can take a break. You're constantly firing away, even when there's nothing in sight, because you don't know what's coming up. I mean, there's no reason not to be shooting. And this wouldn't bother me so fucking much if you could just hold down the button and let it keep shooting. But no, of course not. So what you need is a turbo button. Whether it's an NES Advantage or an NES Max, put that other fucking controller away, press that turbo button, and never let go. So I beat the stage, though each stage consists of 2 or more sections. Now we're in the second section, and we got an overhead view, which is equally as difficult as any of the rest. Actually, I think they're worse, because you don't know what's supposed to be underneath you or blocking you. I'm assuming I can't touch these wooden parts. Uh-oh, now I'm probably fucked. Oh, never mind. I guess I can go through those. See, the graphics are so unclear as to what you're allowed to touch and what you're not. You don't know what the hazards are. Look at that. That's not fair. I couldn't see that tiny bullet coming through the trees. It's like camouflaged. And the way those waves move, it's just like a bunch of flickering blue lines. It plays with your eyes and fucks you all up. What a cruel game. I give up. I'm trying another stage. Fire Lord. Alright, another overhead. Ah, fuck! I can't believe this. You can't touch the ground. That means that you have to stay in the brown area, which pretty much limits you to about 20% of the screen. This is ridiculous. Just staying within this narrow range. It's like playing the game Operation, but with a bunch of shit flying around trying to kill you. You have such a tight space to maneuver if you want to kill these things. Come on, come on. Ah! Let's try again. Come on, come on. Oh, fuck! If only his board wasn't so goddamn long. Or if you can go diagonally, like if you can go at an angle, but you're always pointing straight, which makes it impossible to squeeze through narrow spots like this. You know, it's so easy to die in this game, and every time you die, you have to see this. This sad, pathetic image of Silver Surfer just trembling in defeat. If you play this game, this image will be burned into your retina. And how appropriate, because this picture expresses better than words my feelings on this game. Just look at it. That sums up the whole thing. What'd I say before? This game's not bad? Well, no, it isn't bad. It's fucking horrible, and I dare you to play it. Just because it's hard doesn't mean it's bad, but this game just went way, way too far. The difficulty is legendary. This is the grand champion of hard motherfucking games. It doesn't fuck around. Why couldn't there be a health bar? Like 3 hits? Would that be okay? No. 1 fucking hit and you're dead. Well, then couldn't you have extra lives? Which you do, but they don't matter because when you die, you start back from the beginning of the stage. There's some checkpoints along the way, yeah, but that doesn't change the fact that when you die, you go back. Compare that to Contra or Super C. You get hit once and you're dead, but you get to continue where you left off. You don't have to start at the beginning of the stage unless you lost all your lives. If that happened, even your 30 live code wouldn't help much. Silver Surfer, on the other hand, just says fuck all that. If you're gonna play, you gotta be hardcore. So now we're in Fire Lord Section 2. Whoa, watch the fire. Oh shit! Fucking jack-o'-lanterns? Alright, let's try again. Dodge the fire, stay up and watch the jack-o'-lanterns. Oh, better watch that thing. Oh god, I gotta go down. Oh fuck! Your mother. Fire's coming down. Got that part under control. Watch the jack-o'-lanterns. Fuck! Touch the damn ceiling. Fire's coming down. Jack-o'-lanterns. Oh, ass! Alright, this time I'm trying to shoot those fucking jack-o'-lanterns. Stay back, back up. Oh, God. Alright, getting into place. Watch the walls. Oh, you fucking pumpkin piece of shit. Okay, this time stand at the top. Don't get hit. Don't get hit. Get under that thing. Here we go. Yes. No!
I can't take it anymore. You know, there's really no point of going on. It's not like there's a reward, like there's a pot of gold sitting on top of the TV. You know, if you beat the game, it probably just says the end, and that's it. So to keep playing it, you gotta be a fucking nerd.
Alright, gotta watch out for these statues puking lava. God! Another motherfucking pumpkin. There's so many obstacles, it's unbelievable. I can't touch that red pot! Alright, that's where I give up. Let's try another stage. I figure I gotta be able to beat at least one of them. Now, this is really a bitch. I mean, all these ghouls coming at me. They got bats, jack-o'-lanterns, and now ghosts. It's like another kindergarten Halloween game. They should have just called it whatever. This is just insane. I mean, look at all this. Oh, my God. So much shit. So much shit. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. I touched the log. You fucking ghosts. You fucking motherfucking pieces of shit. Ugh. God, I hate those gargoyles. Just shit all over the place. I hate them. I just fucking hate them. Look at this. This pattern is just insane. It's basically just a bunch of lines waving across the screen. And if you go anywhere near those paths, you're dead. Once again, let's try another stage. Possessor. Well, it's not any easier, and especially when I'm losing my patience. And look at this. There's so much stuff coming at you. Bullets are flying everywhere. Ugh. Let's pause this. Just look. Look. Any of these areas are dead zones. You have stuff coming at you every which way, which means there's not one safe spot because you need to keep moving forward. So you're in danger's way all the time. You just have to play the shit out of it until you know in advance exactly what's going to happen. Unless you've played this game, you have no idea how hard it is. Let me try to explain it, okay? Imagine if I were to draw a maze on a sheet of paper. I'm asking you to draw a line from the beginning of this maze to the end. You can't run into any dead ends, and you can't touch any of the lines. Now, while you're trying to do this, I'm moving the maze to the left. It would drive you fucking nuts. And if that's a bit too theoretical to accept, then let me explain it this way. Imagine playing Mega Man 2. Imagine you have no health bar. Imagine if you get hit one single fucking time, you're dead. And is that fair? It's challenging, yes. But it's not to say that unless you're a hardcore expert, you're going to take a few hits sooner or later. Now, I'm not done. Imagine on top of that, multiply the number of enemies on the screen and give them more hit points. Imagine if you were playing Zelda and you weren't allowed to get hit once or touch any of the walls or blocks. I mean, this game just pukes snot up my ass. I mean, it's like you touch the top of the building, you die. You touch the ceiling, you die. You touch the floor, you die. Too far to the right, you die. Too far to the left, you die. You die, you die, you die, 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 die. Oh, God, I can't fucking stand it. One last stage, and I'm sure it's no exception to the difficulty. You're just trying to avoid this stuff that's coming sideways, and then this gun appears at the top of the screen with no warning and shoots in 3 directions. Instant death. If you try to blast it away as soon as it appears, you just end up getting yourself killed too, because you need to be in the line of fire in order to shoot at it. Sometimes you come to like a blockade of enemies, just a flood of bullets coming down the whole screen. It's just one big dead zone. If you're in that area, you're simply dead. So fuck it. I can't complete a single stage.
This game is so hard, it would actually be easier to go outside in a thunderstorm and try to dodge rain. It would be easier to walk barefoot without your toes or heels touching the floor. It would be easier to pick fly shit out of pepper while wearing boxing gloves. The fact that you can get hit only once pretty much means that you're weaker than every other enemy in the game. How do you die from just touching a wall? I can understand if he's flying at like 200 miles per hour and he crashes into the wall, but the fact that he just touches the wall and dies is just ridiculous. I never read any of the comics, so I don't know what Silver Surfer's powers are, but isn't he supposed to be pretty strong? So why'd they make him into a wimp? Why is he fucking up rubber ducks and weeping like a crybaby? It's like some sort of fucking joke. Like, what if they had Bruce Lee tripping over his own shoelaces? It's a fucking insult. This game should have been classic, but instead, it's worthless. It's as worthless as this fucking LJN poster I have back here. Man, I was just pissing shit all over this fucking game. In fact, just thinking about it makes me feel like having an anal evacuation. Fuck. So I'm about to review Die Hard on Nintendo, but before I begin, I think I need to address the kind of disturbing, maybe offensive nature of the front cover. What does this remind you of? It's kind of, you know, it's a little, yeah, let's carry on.
So is this game gonna be good, or is it gonna suck? We'll take a wild fucking guess. So this is the first enemy in the game, and I can't even get near him because he's shooting bullets all over the place and running away like an asshole. Get back here, you fucker. Come on! Ah, I missed. Oh, now there's another guy already? God, I can't move! Now I'm out of bullets? Are you for real? If only I can get near him, I'm gonna punch the shit out of him. Come on, come on, your mother. Come on, fuck you up, come on. You know, is his other arm paralyzed or something? What's going on? Oh, come on, you motherfucker, come on, I'm gonna fuck you up, come on. Yeah, got him. Now how sad is this? I only killed one guy in the game so far, and I'm almost dead. Now once you're dead, the game's over, and you start back from the beginning. But at least they got the goddamn courtesy to give you a life bar. Anyway, let's take a look at this status screen so I can try my best to explain the object of this game. Well, you can see there's 39 crooks. I'm under the impression that means there's 40 bad guys in the game, and your goal is to hunt and kill all of them. And that's nearly impossible when one guy can take all your life. And that's kind of interesting. You don't usually get to know how many guys you're going to kill. Imagine if in Super Mario Bros. There was a counter telling you exactly how many Goombas and Koopa Troopas are in the entire game. Only difference, you don't have to kill them all. Alright, so you got your life bar, which is self-explanatory. Then you got a feet bar. Yeah, your feet have power too, right? You can run by holding the B button, but that drains your foot power. Now, let me ask a question. What's the difference between saving your foot power and using it to get your ass moving? Is it better to run and waste your foot power, or just walk slow and waste your fucking time? Also, if you walk over broken glass, that also drains your foot power. And I can see where they're going with this. In the movie Die Hard, John McClane's feet end up in pretty bad shape, and by the end of the movie, he's limping. Now, that's nice that they tried to make it like the movie, but there's sometimes when you should do that, and sometimes when it's really not necessary. That's like if in Lethal Weapon, if you're going around eating dog biscuits for power-ups. So let me finish up with all this shit. You got your weapons, the items you pick, and I don't know, some map that doesn't make any sense. Then you got some weird lock system. After a certain amount of time passes, one of the locks activates or whatever, and when all these locks activate, I assume you're dead. Well, why not just have a clock with a simple time limit? I don't know. So you can break glass, which is cool, but you can't walk over it without draining your foot power, so it's not cool. Then you got outside windows, which you think would have some kind of purpose, but no, you just jump out and die. What's the point? Why would you commit suicide unless you don't have a clue what you're doing? It's a beginner's trap. Now what I really hate is this darkness thing. You can't see around any of the walls. Half the time there's nothing going on, you're just walking around, and he walks like there's something wrong with him. He's got like one leg. So you're just going around, and then all of a sudden you're dead, and you don't even see it coming. You can't even scratch your head. You'll just be playing, and then all of a sudden, whoa, you're dead. The power-ups are soda cans, and the best part of the game is the vending machines, because you can just shoot the soda out of them, and you're going to need it to stay alive. You can also find first aid kits to heal some of your foot power, and you can pick up flash grenades, which are supposed to stun your enemies, but I've never once been able to hit anybody with one of these damn things, and besides, why would you want to stun them when you can just take them out with a bullet? So there's a beginner and advanced mode, and from what I noticed, there's no difference except that the advanced mode starts you off at any random floor, where in the beginner mode, you'll always start on the 32nd floor. Now, let's talk about the floors. It seems you can go to any floor you want, anytime you want, that is between 31 and 35. You can use the elevators, the stairs, or even the air ducts. But how do you know where you're supposed to go? I don't know. I just find guys and kill them. There's supposed to be hostages on the 30th floor, but for whatever reason you can't go there yet, so I'm guessing that happens at the end. But anyway, if you go up to the 35th floor, there's a guy who has a key to the roof, but finding him is a real bitch because he never wants to show up until you've already tried the locked door a million times. But once you find him, you're obviously going to take a lot of bullets because there really isn't any way to dodge in this narrow hallway. Die! That's kind of weird, he's like dead in the doorway. But anyway, you take the key, you unlock the door, you go to the roof, and, well, this is the roof. Sometimes when you get here, John McClane calls the cops, and sometimes he doesn't. It's like in the movie, and I don't know if it's necessary or affects anything in the game, but it doesn't even seem like you have any control over it, so it really doesn't fucking matter. Somewhere up here there's a rope, which I don't know if it's important or not. You blow up this gym locker or whatever it is, and then he says, I'd have to be desperate to tie that on and jump off. No thanks. Are you kidding me? Have you ever had a video game character talk back to you and say, no, I'm not gonna do that? Going back to Mario again, what if Mario just said, you know, I'm really not feeling up to jumping over to that platform? No thanks. This is ridiculous. I mean, he won't climb down with a rope, but he'll jump out a window and fucking kill himself? So I'm taking the stairs down. Now I find some blueprint of the 5th floor. Whoa, now we're talking about the 5th floor? Take out the main computer? I'm getting confused. So I'm going around trying to kill people, and Officer Carl Winslow keeps talking to me. So I'm just walking around, waiting for whatever random stuff to happen. Then the police car blows up. I'm like, what does this have to do with anything? But then Steve Urkel comes on. I'm like, what the fuck? The graphics don't even make any sense. I don't even know what anything is supposed to be. What's this? What's that? Seriously, what the shit is this thing? What the shit is it? I just can't figure this out. This is like one of those games that you need a manual or read somebody's walkthrough on the internet. But when it gets to that, it's like, who cares? I'd rather have a mountain lion dump its ass all over my face. I'd rather unclog a shitty toilet with my bare hands. You know, I'm not fucking around anymore. Forget trying to explain how this game works. Let's just fucking do it. Back here, you motherfucker. Get back here. Look at all these bullets. Fuck. The control is so stiff, you can only shoot straight or at a 45-degree angle. There's guys around every corner, there's guys coming out of the elevator, there's guys coming out of your ass. It's crazy. Damn. Fuck! Oh, you fucking bastard. Ah! This game's being ass. Shit! Think, goddammit. Geronimo, motherfucker. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker! Oh, God. Oh, God. Let me ask a question. What do you get when you take a movie that's ass and you make it into a game? You get a piece of shit. Now, if you get a piece of ass, that's a good thing, but if you get a piece of shit, you don't want that. And this, of course, is Independence Day for the PlayStation. I don't even want to talk about this. It's making me sick. Making me sick! The first thing that sucks is just, well, look at it. How many times have you played a game where you're flying around shooting at things? It's okay, but that's the problem. It's so okay that it's not even worth existing. It's so bland and mediocre that it's hard to even come up with legitimate complaints. But don't worry, we're gonna rip into it. So this is the first stage, the Grand Canyon. The object is to take out 4 main generators on this alien spaceship. And if you forget, this annoying voice keeps reminding you.
Take out the generators to attack the destroyer.
There's one right here. Shoot, shoot, fuck! It usually takes a few passes to destroy it. You think that you can just turn around and hit it some more, but no, it just disappears. You're never able to spot it from a distance and use enough of your firepower to take it out because the damn things just pop up when you're too close to be ready. I think it's a graphic flaw. Nothing appears until it's right up in your fucking face. What the ass is that all about? To describe this game's assness, all I can say is, it's very ass. Where's those fucking generators? Look, I'm going around 360 and I can't find them. Where are they, goddammit? Oh, there's one. Fuck!
Take out the generators to
I wish that voice would just shut the hell up. It keeps telling me to take out the generators, as if I'm not fucking trying. The radar doesn't do diddly dick. It's too small, makes no fucking sense, and I don't like it. Trying to hit anything with bullets is impossible. Only the missiles seem to be effective. The control sucks monkey balls. If you go anywhere near the ground, you're gonna hit it. Alright, so I'm gonna get this power up down here. What, did I just fly over it? Okay, we're gonna get this next one, whatever it is. Oh, you motherfucker! You can't fuck around too much with this game because there's a time limit. And when the time's up, the alien ship just blows up everything. If you make your goals, you get to attack the ship, and then you advance to the next level. Then we got Washington, D.C., which looks like shit. Your object here is defend the E3. What's the E3? Where is it? How do I defend it? I don't know, so fuck it. Want to see more of the game? Let's use a password. Ugh. Oh, God. Ugh, why is it so slow? Why is it so ass? Alright, so not to name all the stages, but you got Las Vegas, Moscow, New York City, Paris, and the mothership. All I can say is they all suck, and it's all just the same.
The worst thing about this is that it makes me feel really guilty to be playing it. Like, I should be doing something better with my time. Like rolling dog turds in cement. Like, I gotta get away from this game. I gotta get out of this room. I gotta go out somewhere and do something wild. Like get a tattoo on my face of a goat holding up a baby snorting cocaine off its penis.
You know, I've played a lot of shit in my day, but this game is fuck. The lack of music, the droning effect it has, it reminds me of something very similar. Something from the past. Top Gun on the NES. While I hated it and it drove me insane, I would rather play this than Independence Day. In fact, just thinking about it is like a breath of fresh air. Makes me feel like a shitty log coming out of a buffalo's ass and landing in a bowl of M&Ms. This was a game based off a crappy 80s movie. But here, we got a game based off a crappy 90s movie. Top Gun may be a piece of shit, but at least has a nostalgia factor to it. It's a piece of shit I might have some affection for. Video games have come a long way, and this one happens to be middle of the road. PlayStation, a lot of people feel, was the last of the classic game consoles. Personally, I think it was all over after Super Nintendo.
Now, as always, I don't care if you agree with my opinions on games, but what I do care, you enjoy the video, you have a great 4th of July, drink some beers, but be safe, and most important, celebrate your independence, not to play shitty fucking games.
Alright, so there were a lot of Simpsons related games. Simpsons games up the ass. Games like Krusty's Funhouse, Bart vs. the Juggernauts, Bart's Nightmare. There were Simpsons games on just about every game console. But there's two in particular that I remember from the Nintendo Entertainment System. Bart vs. the Space Mutants and Bart vs. the World. These games rank up with the most classic pop culture memories. But if you play them today, all it does is remind you how much they pissed you off.
Bringing back the horrible memories of these games can best be described like this. Imagine if you trapped a wet, smelly piece of dog shit inside an airtight container. Then, like 20 years later, you open that shit up, you take a good smell, and there you go. Welcome back.
So this is Bart vs. the Space Mutants. The plot involves aliens that are trying to build an ultimate weapon to take over the world, which sounds simple and cliche. However, in order to build this weapon, whatever it is, it requires one ingredient: purple colored objects. What kind of time constraint were they under when they came up with that? So it's up to Bart to save the world, and this is the first level, and the object is to get rid of anything that's purple. Under most circumstances, this means simply spray painting them red, but other times you have to be a little more creative to figure it out. It can mean walking across a clothesline, dropping towels over them. The aliens will never think to look under those towels. Then there's the part where you have to jump on a ball and knock over a paint can, and if you miss this paint can, the ball doesn't come back. You don't get a second chance. And keep in mind, you have to de-purplize all the purple objects. I think you're allowed to miss a few of them, but there's not much room to fuck up. You collect coins as you go, which you're going to need to buy stuff with. The first time playing through, you're not going to know exactly what items you're going to need. And I can tell you for one thing, that key isn't necessary. And as for this whistle, all it does is summon an angry fucking crazy ass dog that kills Bart if he comes in contact. Coming to a decision where you can buy cherry bombs and rockets, how many should you buy of each? Well, there's only one instance I recall where you need the cherry bomb, and many times when you need the rockets. But how the fuck would you know that the first time? You'll end up having to backtrack to the damn store. Trying to hit the bird is just ridiculous. Your accuracy has to be perfect. Fuck. Oh god, I can't believe that missed. There you go, you fuck. These vases are also a pain in the ass. They're too short to spray when you're on the ledge, so you gotta just keep jumping and spraying. And you know, why is the Simpsons theme song still playing? It's good for the beginning, but when you have to listen to it for 10 straight minutes, what a shitload of fuck. Let's talk about the enemies. It sucks butt that you can't really kill anything, but lucky for you, they got nothing better to do than just bounce around in little patterns on the streets of Springfield all day. I also wonder why none of these aliens look anything like the ones in the beginning. Anyway, some of them disguise themselves as human beings, and you can only see them while wearing X-ray glasses, kind of like the movie They Live. These are the only ones that you can kill by jumping on their heads, but if it's not an alien, just a regular human being, then you take a hit. 2 hits and you're dead, by the way. So you always got to make sure to have your glasses selected. Come on, glasses, come on, glasses, come on, go. Ah, fuck farts. Sometimes I just jump on them out of pure gamble because I don't feel like selecting the glasses. You don't need to kill them anyway, but they leave behind letters. Collect them all to spell Maggie, then she'll help you during the boss battle. But besides, it's strangely satisfying to jump on those aliens' heads. After all, don't you wish you could just go around killing aliens, not making purple things not purple? Why not just fucking shit all over and make everything brown? So you foil the aliens' plans because now there's nothing purple in existence. So what do? They change the ingredient to hats. So if it can just switch like that into anything, why not make it something like grass or water or something that's really easy to find? It just makes no sense. So you're going through the mall, stealing all the hats because this is the only mall that has hats. Whether they're floating in the air or you gotta grab them off somebody's head, the concept is pretty simple compared to the first level. No ingenuity, just collect hats. The imagination employed is just astounding in how inconsistent it is. It's like a different person designed each level. It's also really funny that people just casually walk by. If I was walking through the mall and I saw giant bouncing donuts and killer marshmallows, walking shoes and spring jumping shoes, moonwalking shoes, paper bags with legs, paper bags with scary fucking heads, and killer towels, I think I'd shit my pants. Shit will come out of my ass. Another thing really fucked up about this mall is that a lot of the floor is covered in cement, which results in instant death. The only way to get through this shit is master some of the worst controls in video game history. This should have been the first thing I commented on, but now is the point where it's really a problem.
Eat my shorts.
Looking back at the first level, it takes a lot of practice to make some of those jumps. Jump and run are both the same button. The A button jumps and holding the A button runs. Why the same fucking button? What were they thinking? So trying to execute a running jump is not possible. By hitting both the A and B button at the same time, you do a super jump. Getting used to this is required in this game. Fuck! Here we go. Gotta get the hat. Get the hat. Oh!
Eat my shorts.
Now I'm jumping across lollipops. Gotta land on them when they're horizontal. You motherfucker! I went right through it. Alright, just one big jump. Eat my fucking shorts! There's no continues in this game either. If you get hit twice, you're dead. Die 3 times and the game's over. You can get some 1-ups, but no continues, as if it's not challenging enough.
Now, I don't have a problem with challenge, but when the challenge is based on how fucking crippled the controls are, then fuck it! Eat my shorts. Eat 'em good. right after I took a shitty diarrhea dump.
So this is Bart versus the world. The title always confused me. Bart saved the world from the space mutants. Now he's against the world? The plot is basically Bart won a trip around the world by drawing some shitty picture of Krusty the Clown for an art contest. Now Mr. Burns wants the Simpsons wiped off the face of the earth, so he calls help from his relatives, which happen to descend from places like China, Egypt, and the North Pole. Your basic goal is just to get to the end of each stage without dying. There's also bonus games along the way. And here we got a memory game to match the cards. I liked it when it was in Super Mario 3, but here, I just don't feel like memorizing shit. I'd rather put sticky notes all over the screen. Then you got Guess Which Igloo the Krusty head's under. Then you have a puzzle game which drives me insane. Then you got a Simpsons trivia game. Then you got Dodge the Beer and Get the Krusty Heads. Krusty Heads are good, beer is bad. Makes a whole lot of sense. Then you got the stupidest fucking game in the history of games. Find the bat in the coffins. Now, this isn't like the igloo game where you see which igloo it is and then they move around. No, this is just 3 coffins sitting here and you gotta pick the right one. It's just pure luck. And every time you get the wrong coffin, this green arm comes out and you just gotta wait while nothing happens. It's not like Bart's even struggling. You just wait. So that's the bonus stages. Now that I got those out of the way, let's talk about the actual gameplay. Every level consists of 2 or more sections. The first level's China, and this is the first section, a boat. First thing you'll notice is that the control is the same as Bart vs. Space Mutants. Nothing's improved. Even the graphics are still funny, like when Bart's nose disappears when he stands still. So I'm just going around this ship, trying to figure out where to go. Oh look, there's Maggie. And what do I do here? Okay, a boat comes and explodes? I don't get it. Now, where do I go? I'm stuck here. Maggie, can you help? No? Well, suck my ass. Guess I'm just gonna commit suicide. Love how Bart doesn't even give a shit. He's pretty depressed. I'd be too. The next section's the Great Wall of China. What really brings my piss to a boil is that fucking dragon. Fuck! The fact that you have to be so accurate to get through that damn doorway. Oh, and these ramps? Fuck them. Fuck them to hell. You gotta be going fast to go over them, but you always seem to hit something that slows you down, so you gotta go back just to regain your speed. Fuck! Oh, fuck! So then you got Fu Manchu Burns. He's pretty easy. Moving on to the next level, the North Pole. Of course, unless your jumping is dead on, you'll end up falling right through the platforms. Ugh, going up these things is just tedious as all hell. Like, goddamn. These glaciers are the worst. To make them move, you gotta jump on them, of course. Getting across them is a bitch, and trying to avoid the birds is a mother bitch. Fuck. Alright, here we go. Damn! Fuck! The boss battles with the Abominable Snowburns, obviously a takeoff of the Abominable Snowman, which isn't from the North Pole. Next up is Egypt. Follow the blocks, shit. Look, what a piece of shit. At the end you got Ramses Burns, who's also pretty easy when you find out how to kill him. Now, believe it or not, you're in the final level of the game, Hollywood. The first section's a pirate ship. Your worst enemy is going to be the cannonballs. Hate these fucking things. Then you got a horror movie set. I have to say, that's pretty funny. Then the game turns into a maze. Like you go into a coffin, you come out another coffin, you pick a coffin, next coffin, other coffin. Oh, been there already. Going through the coffins, back here again, going to the next coffin, the coffins. Fuck! I hate this shit. Just tell me where to go. Okay, now we got like a million platforms to jump on. This is one of the most boring and difficult parts of any game I've ever played. You go from the left, all the way to the right, then up and over to the left again, then back to the right, and it goes on and on and on and on. If you fall, you're dead, and you gotta start all the way back from the beginning. It's possible that if you miss a jump, you can land back on one of the platforms, which sucks anyway because you have to work your way back up again, but at least it prevents death. Ugh, shit. God, bitch, ass, shit. God! You know, they got really carried away with this. How long can it possibly go? The first time, I thought there was a glitch in the game, like something was wrong. It looks like the same pattern being repeated again and again. The background never changes, it's just those putrid stone bricks all the way up. So it's hard to tell how far you got. All you gotta do is just keep going up, 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 up. Have fucking mercy. At least this is the end of the game. All you got left is Eric Von Burns. He's probably the hardest of all the bosses, which is rightfully so. Then you get the end screen which says, "It's too bad you didn't find all the unique Krusty items. We had a special surprise for you." It's like at the end of Bubble Bobble when you don't get the correct happy ending. It's like, you know, fuck you. I beat the game. I don't give a shit.
I just wanted to point out that for a game titled Bart vs. the World, there really isn't a lot of the world in the game. No shit, right? Just Egypt, China, the North Pole, and Hollywood? Pretty fucking educational, right? When I was 11 years old, my whole world was video games. Just locked in my room playing Bart versus the Space Mutants and all this crap. I mean, I wasted all my time on this shit. I want it back. It ruined my life. Bart's my ass and Krusty's my balls. Fuck this shit, now I'm gonna eat my own shorts. Wow, how awesome could this be? Bugs Bunny's birthday blowout. Well, it was a blowout all right. Blow out your ass!
Basically, you're Bugs Bunny going around with a hammer in a Mario-like setting. Really nothing special. In fact, it's one of the most sickening side-scrollers I've ever seen, because when you walk, the screen sort of does like this strobe effect. I'm not kidding, it makes me sick. Even worse is when there's an earthquake. Oh, come on, that's cruel. The plot is that it's Bugs Bunny's 50th birthday and he's on his way to his own party, but out of envy, everybody wants to stop him from getting there. So you're just whacking anybody in your path, and you know what's really annoying? Every time you get hit, you see stars, and when that happens, you can't use your hammer for a few seconds. All you do is just go from start to finish. There's usually a boss at the end of the stage, like here's Daffy. You think you're supposed to fight him, but no, that doesn't work. You're just supposed to get the carrot.
Yeah, this game's really a no-brainer. Oh my god! It's Bugs Bunny!
Yeah. What's up, Doc?
I can't believe it! In my own house! It's Bugs Bunny! Bugs fucking Bunny!
After each stage, you get a bonus game depending on how many carrots you collected. By winning, you can earn some 1-ups. Now this number thing, I really don't know how to play it, and I don't give a shit, so I just tap the buttons until it's over.
Yeah. What's up, Doc?
Now here's Tweety. Hate this little bastard. You just gotta clobber him. So you can already guess that all the bosses are Looney Tunes characters, like Wile E. Coyote, Sylvester, Foghorn Leghorn, Elmer fucking Fudd, and Peppy LaShit. But the main enemies are just really weird. There's these walking boxes with the letter S, little hammerhead guys, Oscar the Grouch, and these things, I don't know, I guess they're floating dead cats. These clocks are the worst. They're all over the place. You can't hit them without getting yourself hit, and when you kill them, they explode for like 3 hours and you just gotta stand back. And after they explode, another one immediately drops in its place. So I just gotta run through everything. I mean, I just don't even care.
Yeah. What's up, Doc?
What's one thing I should have done 1,000 times by now? Die. But I'm not dying. You know why? Because this game's too fucking easy. I'm just walking through the levels, getting hit by everything in sight, not caring whether I lose all my lives or beat the game. Whichever comes first, I welcome it. All I know is this game is going on and on and on. There's Sam beating the shitballs out of me, just hitting me every second that there is, but there I go, I still beat him. Come on, I really don't care about the damn bonus games.
This game is garbage. I'd rather put my balls in a crocodile's mouth while shoving my head up a unicorn's asshole!
Well, here's Tweety again. Get out here, Come on, come on. You little Tweety fuck. Alright, here's Elmer fucking Fudd. Come on. You son of a bitch. Now what's he doing to me? Get off. A lot of times you're supposed to break blocks to get to where you're supposed to go, which is tedious as all hell. What a shitty ass load of goddamn bullfuck.
Ain't I a fucking stinker, motherfucker?
Ain't you a goddamn fucking piece of shit?
Oh, I hate this shit right here. These platforms keep disappearing when you jump on them. Fuck. Alright, let's try this again. Keep jumping, keep jumping. Oh, here we go. No, okay, here we go. Yes. Okay, next rope. Oh, no, wait. Son of a cock.
What's up, fuckcock?
Sometimes when you have to go down, you're never sure whether or not you're gonna fall and die. Mother of a fuck! I hate those stars. I really, really fucking hate them. You can't hit anybody without getting hit, and everything you try to step on, it breaks away. It's just total ass.
Yeah. What's all the hubbub, bub?
You know, this game is just way too generous with the extra lives.
It's like deliberately keeping me in the game so I can't stop.
Yeah. What's up, fuckcock, vagina, fuck?
Just shut up.
For what it's worth, the game's at least playable, but there's no appeal whatsoever. Making a birthday-themed game is one of the worst concepts imaginable, even with a big name like Bugs Bunny.
He's one of the greatest cartoon characters of all time, but his leap to the Nintendo Entertainment System was just a total fucking shit bomb.
Well, here we are at the last guy. It's Taz. All you gotta do is knock those footballs back at him, and he's done.
I beat it! Now get out of here!
Bugs Bunny finally arrives at his party. He is greeted with thunderous cheers and applause from his loving friends. To Bugs' surprise, he finds all his Looney Tunes pals there, who had just moments ago been playing some very funny tricks.
I'll show you some funny tricks!
Yeah. What's up, cock?
I'll show you what's up, you fucking bunny piece of shit! Bugs Bunny's birthday blowout! How about Bugs Bunny's birthday beating? You wanna show you can... You want some shit? Bombs away, bunny bitch!
Oh shit!
Oh, man. Don't worry, folks. It's not real. Fuck you, Bugs Bunny! Fuck you, Bugs Bunny! There you go. Got your ass handed to you. That's all, fucks.
This is George Armstrong Custer. He was born December 5th, 1839. He was a commander in what was known as the American Civil War and the Indian Wars. In early 1876, thousands of Native Americans escaped from their reservations and military officials were ordered to force them back. On June 25th, 1876, Custer and his troops engaged in battle with the Lakota and Northern Cheyenne tribes near Little Bighorn River in Montana. His forces were defeated, and Custer was killed in this day of history known as Custer's Last Stand. Now, why the fuck am I telling you this?
Because I once had a whole class all about this kind of stuff. And after a whole day talking about General Custer, the teacher goes, so there were lots of books about General Custer, there were lots of movies and cartoons. Anybody know something that Custer was in? Anybody? Anything about Custer? And I was just thinking, please, stop tempting me, because I just wanted to raise my hand and say, Yeah, actually, there's an Atari game, Custer's Revenge, where you fuck a naked chick up against a cactus.
Nobody would believe me, but it was true. It was a real game, and it came in a nice leather case, I guess so the kids couldn't see it. At the stores, you had to ask for it because it was either hidden behind the counter or in the back room. But anyway, I find the picture on the front really weird. The girl's depicted in a realistic style where Custer is like a cartoon character, and he's way smaller than her, and he's got a hairy ass. Well, let's pop this piece of shit in and give it a go. I don't even need to comment. Look at this. Well, you're both completely naked. Well, maybe not completely naked. You got a cowboy hat, a pair of boots, and a scarf or an ascot. Ascot. So what's happening? There's spears dropping from the sky and you gotta dodge them. Oh look, I got hit. Then lightning strikes and you jump out of your boots. So the goal is to get over there and rape her. It's terrible. I can't believe I'm playing this. Yeah, fuck her, fuck her, fuck her, fuck her. That's how you score in this game. That's funny, right? Well, it's funny for about 2 minutes, then it gets boring. All you do is bang the chick, dodge the spears. Bang the chick, dodge the spears. You know, you gotta give this guy credit. He's under attack, and he still has the nerve to go over and screw this woman against a cactus. I think it's a cactus. With Atari, you really can't tell. You know what bothers me? The spears don't even come down all the way. They like disappear, so it doesn't even make sense when they hit you. But overanalyzing this game isn't even worth it. It's nothing more than a joke. It stirred up a lot of outrage when it came out in 1982. Native Americans were offended, women activists were offended, parents were offended if their kids got a hold of this, and I'm offended because this game's a fucking piece of shit.
And if you think that's crazy that there exists a pornographic Atari game, well guess what? There's tons of them, and Atari had nothing to do with it. See, today this would never be allowed, but back then, anybody could make a game for the Atari 2600 and sell it. So, you want to see more? You sick bastards.
Alright, what kind of surprise do we have in here? Beat 'em and eat 'em. A girl licking an ice cream cone. But what the fuck's the title about? It doesn't sound pornographic. Sounds violent, like you beat somebody up and eat 'em. Oh, I get it. Beat 'em and eat 'em. Oh dear, what have I gotten myself into? All you do is move these two sluts back and forth to catch this stuff that this guy shoots down. Oh, yummy. Let's take a look at the manual. And here it says, the object of the game is to eat him every time he beats him. You score 1 point for each and every drop you swallow without a miss. But should you miss, shame on you. You lose 1 turn. After all, it could have been a famous doctor or lawyer.
What kind of sense does that make?
So the gameplay is basically the same sort of thing as Kaboom, except Kaboom was a great game, but this is just a miserable shitload of fuck. You gotta be completely accurate to land in their mouths, and it uses the sound effects from Pac-Man. You get an extra life if you get 69 points. That's clever, right? You know, there's really something wrong with this whole scene. You gotta be a total fucking whore to stand naked at the bottom of a building with your mouth wide open to catch jizz from some guy jerking off on top of a roof. What kind of sick bitches are these? And what's the deal with this guy? Either he has a huge dick or he's a dwarf. I mean, what the fuck kind of game is this? Alright, now here's one for the girls. It's called Bachelorette Party. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of naked dudes. Whoa, watch out guys, it's some crazy bitch bouncing off the walls, and it hardly even looks like a girl. I mean, look at this. It could be Swamp Thing for all I care. The gameplay's basically like Breakout, but flipped on its side. You control that thing on the left to catch the girl and just bang all the guys. What a whore. Now here's one for the guys. It's Bachelor Party. It's the same exact game, except it's a dude going around having sex with a bunch of girls. What a stud. This one's called Gigolo. The idea is that you're this nude woman on the streets going around breaking into random houses where you find men to have your way with.
You know, that's really weird. Could you imagine if you're just sitting around minding your own business, then all of a sudden some naked chick breaks in and starts humping the crap out of you? You know, that's really not fair. I get Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger and Spider-Man, Bugs Bunny, but no naked chick. Fuck this shit.
If you break into the wrong house, you get kicked out and the cops come after you. You don't want to get caught by the cops or the bad guy. I guess he's supposed to be a mugger or a rapist. How ironic. Most of the time he's in prison. I'm assuming that's the jailhouse, and then sometimes he escapes. So the cops are after the bad guy's after you, and you're after cock. Now we got Philly Flasher. Somebody please explain this one to me. Philly Flasher? Like Philadelphia? What's Philadelphia make you think of? Ben Franklin, the Liberty Bell, Rocky, cheesesteaks, a witch shooting milk at her tits? Well, it's no doubt that the game could take place in any city and that the title's only phonetic. It might as well be Chicago Shitfucker or Dallas Dick Kicker. The game's basically the same as Beat 'em and Eat 'em. The only difference is that it's two guys drinking milk from a witch's tit and... Oh god, what the fuck? This game really disturbs me, but I don't get it. Is this supposed to be erotic? I don't know about you, but I'm not at all turned on by some old wrinkly shitty witch titties. That's fucking nasty, man. What sick fuck came up with this? What were they thinking? Here's a game that's on the same cart as Philly Flasher. It's called Cat House Blues, and it bears a strange resemblance to Gigolo. In fact, it's the same game, except you're a dude instead of a girl. This guy's got no arms or legs, but that doesn't hold him back. You know, why isn't this game called Philly Flasher and this one Cat House Blues? They must have fucked up and switched the titles. Now we got Knight on the Town. I suppose you're a knight and you're on a quest for the holy ass. That's right, your goal is that princess on the top of the castle. What he wants to do with her? Well, take a guess. So as usual, the object's pretty simple. You just grab the blocks and build the bridge. But watch out for that crazy monster, and if the alligators get you, they bite your dick off. There's no point of walking because he's so damn slow, so you just gotta keep jumping and keep in rhythm so you don't hit the monster or the alligators. I don't have any idea what these things on their heads are. They look like Dr. Seuss characters, but one thing I never expected to see Dr. Seuss characters do is this. Alright, just one more game because I've had enough. This one is Jungle Fever. I like to call it Jungle Cunt. Well, honestly, I don't know what to say about this one. How did they come up with this stuff? Alright guys, let's have a naked, big-breasted woman hanging from a helicopter shooting at flames with a naked guy in between and some cannibal bitches, I guess, trying to kill you. What the fuck? The goal is to put out the flames and rescue them, and to celebrate, why not?
Well, what can you say? Atari and porn. Witches, door-to-door prostitutes, rooftop beaters, cowboy rapists. What more can you ask for? Remember the commercials? Have you played Atari today? Well, fuck yeah, I did. But you don't want to know what I was playing.
Get the power, Nintendo power. Get the clues that you can use, Nintendo power. Higher and higher, fighting your way through enemy fire.
It's time to chill out. Nah, don't worry, I'm not going mellow on you or anything like that. And next time it's going to be a game review again. But for now, I just want to take you back to one of the most important parts of my childhood, Nintendo Power. You know, today there's internet. Anything you want to know about any game, you just look it up. But back then, your only source of information was magazines like Nintendo Power. If you had a subscription, you were the man. One of your friends will be breaking their balls to beat some game and you'll be like, oh, I know how to beat that game, or I know a code. That's because you had the power. Nintendo Power, motherfucker! When it landed in my mailbox, issue 1 was the most mind-blowing thing I've ever seen. Just opening up a page to a map of Metroid, it was so helpful. That game made you feel like a rat in a maze. Then there was the Super Mario Bros. Unlimited 1-up trick, the famous Contra code that gets you 30 extra lives, and how to skip to Zelda's second quest. All in this groundbreaking issue, from front cover to back, it is absolute classic. The one thing that used to piss me off was the NES Achievers section. It's just a bunch of nerds showing off their high scores. But how do you prove it? You gotta take a photo of your screen. And nobody really knew how to do that. I mean, remember, there were no digital cameras back then. So you take the picture of your screen, you have no fucking clue what it looks like, and there could be like 20 other pictures on the roll, so you either have to like waste them all or wait till it gets finished. You get your mom or dad to take it to the store to get the picture developed. It comes back, and what does it look like? It looks like fucking shit. So Nintendo Power printed some guidelines basically saying, look dumb shits, this is how you do it. And if my game said cheese, I think I'd shit my pants. And if I was wearing that, I'd have problems. Nothing brings back memories like breezing through an issue of Nintendo Power. Remember when the Nintendo 64 was the Nintendo Ultra 64? Remember when the piece of shit Virtual Boy was called the VR32? Remember the NES Satellite or the SNES Catapult? Remember Star Fox 2, the game that never saw the light of day? Remember reading about the new shows coming out like Captain N and the Super Mario Bros. Super Show? Remember that shitty movie The Wizard and that fucking dumbass Super Mario Bros. Movie? Man, I remember reading about that and being so excited, I couldn't wait to see that movie. But it was just like waiting for a buffalo to take a shit all over your face. Another thing powerful about this magazine was the power to know what games were coming out. But only if we could read between the lines, we would know how shitty they'd be. This one says, in-depth playing tips on the horrifying sequel to Castlevania. This one says Back to the Future has that distinctive LJN style and an interesting timer. Wow, they knew it was bad. Another classic section was the top 30, in which they'd list the most popular Nintendo games. I don't know what Ninja Turtles was doing at number 1 for so damn long. But anyway, it was only NES for a while, but then they started doing the top SNES and Game Boy games. They even had a top 5 for Virtual Boy. That's just hilarious, because that's almost the whole library of games for that fucking piece of shit. The covers were always exciting to look forward to. This one gave kids nightmares, and parents complained. I thought it was awesome. And I never noticed that face in the background till today. This one's cool because it's an owl, and owls are cool. But this one really sucks. Why is it all gray? I mean, what the fuck kind of cover is this? Oh, well, what the fuck? The illustrations were awesome too. Even if I didn't have the game, it was fun just looking at the pictures. Here's a page on Clash at Demon Head. Just a nice page, everything's fine. But then there's something that bothered me. What's this? He's flipping the bird. He's giving the finger. And I'm not making this up. Well, this one's kind of intimidating. I mean, what's Dracula's problem? Speaking of illustrations, there were also the comics. Howard and Nestor were classic. Usually it would relate to a new game that was coming out, like this one's about Castlevania 2. It even makes mention of that weird tornado thing. There's also a Tetris comic, Battletoads, Zelda, Mario, Star Fox, Metroid, Shadows of the Empire, and Killer Instinct. The ads were kind of weird. This kid better be careful not to get those games wet. Actually, those games suck ass. Throw them to the sharks. Wow, there you go. Huddle around the phone. Charge your parents' phone bill up the ass. Unmask the power animal in you. Uh-oh, here we go. And radicalize your game with a subscription to Nintendo Power. Holy shit, will it make me grow claws like that? You know it's gotta be awesome when you're flying a Jeep through space going apeshit with Nintendo controllers. This one's so weird, somebody actually wrote a letter asking, did you really freeze a Super Nintendo? I'd love to know. The answer, Jay, the wonders of special effects and photographic tricks. The answer that you're looking for is no. The block of ice is actually just a plastic shell. It's way cool though, huh? As Nintendo Power progressed, the ads went from being weird to just being fucking disgusting. Why the hell is there a picture of a jar of toenail clippings in a video game magazine? What were they thinking? Now here's the worst one yet. It's some old creepy bitch holding a log of shit. God damn. One ad was so gross, I stapled the page shut. I'm actually not joking. Then this one just shows a hurl bag. Yeah, that's great. That just sums up how I feel about the whole situation. Nintendo Power. Don't open unless you got a barf bag. Each issue always came with a poster. As you can see, I still have them on my walls, but each one represents frustration. Getting these things out without ripping the fuck out of the poster is just a real shit sucker. Ah, fuck! Fuck. Eventually they start putting staples in the posters. Fuck! Piece of shit. Besides the posters, there's a lot of stupid shit like this Donkey Kong iron-on t-shirt. And this weird scratch and sniff Earthbound thing. Oh, it stinks! Then there was also these cards in the back. I mean, what's the point? Star Fox looks fucking pissed. Speaking of Star Fox, there was also this fighter jet paper cutout model. Then there are those magic eye pictures. You're supposed to stare at this thing and see Mario or something. I don't see shit. There's also a contest in every issue. Grand prizes would include a sneak showing of the Ninja Turtles movie, a chance to meet Arnold Schwarzenegger, to win Bill and Ted's phone booth, to win a Street Fighter II arcade machine, to dig up dinosaurs, or to be an extra in The Mask 2. The Mask 2? Oh, that's a great prize. That movie never got fucking made, unless you count Son of Mask, but that wasn't until about 10 years later. And did they give the winner a rain check for that? To be in a movie with a computer-generated baby, or any of the other sequels to Jim Carrey movies that don't have Jim Carrey? Then there's this prize. It's just plain weird. Have you ever dreamed yourself in a tropical paradise, surrounded by sea and sand, a volcano rising at your back? Well, not if it's erupting like in the picture. It's tropical, dude. There's the sun. I don't really see the sun. There's fun. Oh, that's where the fun is, right there. Surf. Okay. You're right there. Okay. Sand. Well, that is definitely sand. And trees. Yep, there are trees all over the place. There's also a contest to design enemies for future Mega Man games. Some of the entries would include Balloon Man, Sun Man, Yo-Yo Man, Spring Man, Magic Man, Clock Man, Whip Man, Spook Man, Clown Man, and the only two female characters were Mega Woman and Mega Girl. Then there's Weasel Letta and Terror Teddy? What the fuck? Nintendo Power was great, but as it went on, they made some dumb decisions. It was really nice when the spines were all numbered, so I can easily organize all the issues, but then, what the fuck? That's so inconvenient. I mean, some of them didn't even have the number on the front cover. You had to open it to find out. Then they came back to their senses and brought the spines back with a picture of Mario. Way to go, above and beyond. So, let's read some letters. Here somebody asks, do your Nintendo tapes only last 5 years? Does it matter if you set them on chairs or if you put the controllers on the floor? Huh. Here's somebody sending a recipe for Mike Tyson's punch. Oh, that's funny. Oh, and oh my god, here we go. We got a Zelda rap. It's a Legend of Zelda and it's really bad. The creatures in the game are really rad. This sounds familiar. Alright, now we got some Mario jokes. Why did Mario cross the road? Because he couldn't find a warp zone. What kind of fish would dare to attack Mario? A barracuda. How does Mario know what will happen in the future? He uses a Luigi board. Oh, God. Alright, now we got some Zelda jokes. How did Link win the basketball game for his team? He used his hook shot. What did Zelda tell Link when he couldn't unlock the door? Triforce. What did Link say to Ganon when he captured Zelda? Leave her alone. Okay, here's a really weird one. If Mario Paint has 41,664 dots available, judging from page 112 of the Mario Paint Player's Guide, and 15 different colors to choose from, then did you know that there are a total of 978857121979410 different possible images to create on a single page? That's a lot, eh? Just thought I'd tell you. Thanks, Ian. That's certainly some useful information. Now we got some complaints. The game I purchased that was completely different than I expected was Rambo for the NES. I saw him firing a machine gun on the package and it looked really cool, so I bought it. When I got home, I started to play the game. It was boring. All you do is walk around and fight with a knife. The only enemies I met were spiders, gorillas, bugs, etc. Tell me about it. We'll get to that one sometime. Ooh, here we go. I once bought a game from a friend called Fester's Quest. I was expecting a great game after reading about it in Nintendo Power, but even with the magazine at my side, it took me 2.5 hours to make it to the first boss, and another 2 to make it to the second. You want to know about Fester's Quest? Next time. Oh, here's a good complaint. So, nice names, guys. Mario 64, Super Mario Kart 64, Pilot Wings 64, Wave Race 64, Killer Instinct 64, and the list goes on. Yeesh. I'm not really mad, but I think you guys could at least put some effort into the names of the games. He totally has a good point, but here's the response. So you're saying you wouldn't be in favor of our plan to rename the magazine Nintendo Power 64? Wow, what an asshole. It is quite apparent what an active and important role marketing plays in the video game industry. I have to wonder what you are thinking when marketing the Nintendo 64 to elementary school gamers. You risk alienating gamers 15 and up. You should target older gamers because you'll also target younger ones, since the audience perception of coolness often depends on what the older teenage audience thinks is cool. I agree. And the response? Your suggestion inspired us to target more teens with our marketing. So tune in to a very special episode of Friends this week to see... Okay, here's my letter. Dear Nintendo Power Editor, what the fuck is your problem?
Get the power, Nintendo Power. Get the clues that you can use, Nintendo Power. Higher and higher, fighting your way through enemy fire.
Da 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 dum, 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 da 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 dum.
Were you expecting maybe the Ninja Turtles?
Well, we're gonna play some Fester's Quest, and this is gonna get ugly. So there's Uncle fucking Fester minding his own business, sitting outside. Then aliens come down, and, well, that's the plot of the game. Fester's gotta save the world from aliens. If it happened in Simpsons, why not the Addams Family? Makes as much sense as Tim Allen fighting dinosaurs. Yeah. So anyway, I'm just shooting these purple jellyfish things on the ground. What's the point? They don't hurt you unless you deliberately walk into them. And why is part of my body disappearing? Anyway, they leave behind items, but why couldn't they just have the items lying on the ground rather than having to blast your way through this shit? Sometimes there's a bunch of them like stacked together in one spot. It takes fucking forever and makes my fingers tired. It's just another gimmick to make you buy a turbo controller. So I just picked up a better gun. It does a little more damage to the enemies, but it seems to dodge your targets. It just goes back and forth. And if it touches anything, it stops. Now look at this. I just want to shoot this fuckface. God damn. Oh, and these sewer parts, this is where the game really starts to take it in the fucking ass. It basically makes your gun useless. And these green blob things, fuck them to hell. Instead of conveniently dying when you shoot them, they just multiply. Come on, you fucking pieces of shit. What the hell did I do? I got my old gun back? That's nice that it shoots straight, but it's not going to help with killing these things. Switching back to the older gun would actually be a nice feature, but not when you accidentally step on an item that downgrades your weapon. Come on, die! Die! Jesus! They just keep multiplying. Without the dynamite, there's no way to get through these things. I have to keep walking back. And let's not forget one thing. Look at your life bar. That's full life. I'm not kidding. Some life bar, huh? If you get hit twice, you're dead. Come on, you fucking pieces of shit. They're still multiplying. They don't die. They don't die. Die, you fucking frogs. Jeez, can Fester move any slower? Ugh. Yes, he can. If he gets hit by frog spit, that is. Oh, shit. Come on. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus Christ. You fuckers. Might as well continue. What? Continue my ass. This doesn't look like continuing. You got the same weapon and items, though. Whoopity fucking do. But you start back at the beginning of the game. I can't cross where the hole is, which means I gotta go all the way back through the sewers all over again and deal with those green blobs again.
God damn! This game better stop sucking ass or else I'm gonna have to give it the finger. The middle finger.
Hate these frogs. This gun is useless. It just circles around everything. Look at that. It went completely around that frog and it didn't even hit him. I can't even shoot because the house and trees are in the way. I can't use the gun. I am so fucking dead. So fucking dead. Oh my god, if I could just get past this one guy. Ah, shit! Alright, let's try it again, but with the dynamite. It sucks to have to waste this shit, but it'll have to do. When are they gonna stop? When are they gonna stop? When are they fucking gonna stop? Oh my god. Oh, fuck. Come on. Alright. Oh shit, what, 2 more? Where'd they come from? What the fuck? What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Jesus. Holy shit. Well, I'm back at the beginning. Again. Oh, why'd you have to do that? I downgraded the gun again.
I think it's a shitload of fuck. I think you better shut your ass.
Jesus Christ. God. Come on. Just want to get down there. Jeez, is there enough fucking frogs? Look, I downgraded the gun again. Alright, I'm gonna go in that house there. If I can fucking make it. Alright, now we're gonna use a key to open the door. Oh, nice. Beautiful. It's one of those half-ass first-person sort of deals. In the 8-bit era, it was kind of cool to see anything that looked three-dimensional, but it's a fucking pile of steaming goat shit. There's a door. Is it the one I came in? Well, let's see. Oh, it is. But for whatever reason, it takes you to the back. We want to go back in. You're kidding me. I gotta use another key? What, does the door eat the key or something? These mazes are such fucking shit. I don't know where I'm going. Couldn't they have made any parts of it look different or decorate the walls? Have something to help identify where you are? Wait, what's the point of this anyway? Are there enemies to fight? No. Is there a time limit? No. Are there any items to get? No, except I've come across one power-up. But really, is there any good reason to have this maze thing? It sucks anus. Then you come up to this crazy alien guy. He's actually not that hard, because there's plenty of room to fight him for one thing, but he sure takes a lot of hits. Well, I beat the game.
That's the last guy. It's over. That's just the first boss. It's the last guy. It's not. I know. But let's just say that it is, because that's all I can take.
Well, we might have cleaned our hands of that monstrosity, but there's a ton of other Addams Family related games, and I'm willing to bet that many of them suck just as hard. Here's one I happen to have, which I'm just going to throw in here for a bonus. The Addams Family on the Sega Genesis. So you play as Gomez, just walking around, regular side scroller. Oh shit, it's a ghost! Oh my fucking god. Then there's like monster broccoli, zombies, monkeys and spinning teacups, and a ton of weird, unnameable things. So you're just going around, jumping on things, collecting dollar symbols. Then there's a letter A. I don't really know what it does.
The game's not too hard, but it's easy to die, if that makes any sense. And this is due to 2 fatal flaws.
1, the control is too sensitive. You just slide all over the place. And the other thing is that you have to be completely accurate to jump on your enemies. Look at this. I jump on both these guys, one of them dies, and the other one kills me. Like in Fester's Quest, at the start of the game, you only have 2 units of life. So if you're like me, you're gonna die, and die, and die, and die.
Alright, let's try harder. No fucking around.
Watch out for the penguins. Alright, we're just gonna... Yep, here we go. Yep, just keep on jumping. I don't even care if I kill him, just want to get through him. Alright, oh, here we go. Oh, I got lucky there, I think. Alright, just keep jumping the what, I jumped on him. What, are you kidding me? Man, fuck this game. This game is ass.
It's crappy and it's kooky, a stupid piece of poopy. I'd rather eat my dookie, it makes me wanna pee. Sucking some ass, fuck. Sucking some balls, fuck. Sucking some balls, sucking some balls, sucking some ass, fuck. Makes me wanna see ya, ass load of diarrhea. It's worse than gonorrhea, I'm gonna take that pee.
In 1983, a shitty game based on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was released for the Atari 2600 by Wizard Video Games. It was a tragic failure and tried to aim for the adult market. Its pixelated violence was enough to get it banned from stores or hidden behind the counter, limiting its sales to obscurity. For them, an ideal hit movie-based game would become a nightmare. But had the game been well known, nobody would have expected, nor would they have wished to see, as much of the mad and macabre doo-doo diarrhea bullshit as they were to see in that sucky-ass game. Close to 25 years later, it would be discovered by one of the most frustrated gaming geeks on the internet, the angry video game nerd.
He's gonna take you back to the past to play some shitty games that suck ass. He'd rather have a buffalo take a diarrhea dump in his ear. He'd rather eat the rotten asshole of a roadkill skunk and down it with beer. He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. He's the angry Nintendo nerd. He's the angry Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video game nerd.
What do you got here?
Bunch of shit.
I see. Unfortunately, this is kind of my thing. How much is this one right here?
100.
100? As in like $100?
No shit for brains. 100 centavos. Of course, $100. We are living in the US of A, ain't we?
I'll take it for 50.
It's 100.
It's a piece of shit. Look at this. Look at this stock label. I mean, do you know what this is supposed to be? Can you tell me what this is?
I have no idea what that is. I can tell you what it looks like. It looks like the shit stain in the bottom of my drawers right now.
This is a shit stain on a shitty game. That perfectly just sums it all up.
That there is a rare video game, boy.
I know. Unfortunately, I'm like flies on a piece of shit because I just can't stay away from this stuff.
That ordinarily that would sell for $300. I'll tell you why. Because that is one of the first horror movie video games ever made. Are you going to buy it or are you just going to look at it? Okay? Because if you're going to look at it, you can put it right back down on the fucking table.
Nah, that's all right. I'm not doing it.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, it's still $100.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? You
yeah,
just
it's
told
100.
me that.
And I'll tell you what. Don't walk away slick.
Oh, okay, what?
You give me 150.
50? What are you talking about?
Let me finish the deal here. Keep your drawers on there, shorty. I will throw in this one for free.
For free?
F-R-E-E-E free. Yes.
For free, $150. Right. All right, Texas Chainsaw Massacre on the Atari 2600. Let's pop this shit fucker in and give it a go. Now, I gotta admit, there's really not much to say. You control Leatherface, the chainsaw murdering psychopath, and you just go around killing people. That's right, you're the bad guy. Now, I think I understand why this game was so offensive. Sure, the graphics don't look too violent, but just the idea. The goal of the game is to murder innocent girls. Damn, and look at that, you get 1,000 points every time you slice the living flesh off somebody. That's it, go Leatherface, cut them bitches up. Get her, get her! Yeah! Now, compared to something like Grand Theft Auto, this doesn't look like much. Except here, the only goal is to slaughter people, whereas in Grand Theft Auto, there's other objectives. Now, as far as Atari goes, there's not much point of complaining about the graphics, but couldn't they have at least made his chainsaw a different color than his body? It just blends in. It's like his arms are like tangled together, or he has like a big jagged dick coming out of his chest. Like, what the hell, man? The dead girls are another thing that confuses me. What is this? I see 2 puddles of blood, but what's happened to her body? I mean, I know it's all cut up, but looking at it, it just doesn't make any sense. Is she upside down? It really takes a lot of imagination to see this as anything other than a colored mess of pixels. Another thing really screwed up is that the vehicle is almost as big as the house. And the trees are huge. The trunks alone are half as wide as the house, and they're further back, which means that they're probably even bigger than that. The scale and perspective in this game is all fucked up. Then there's hay and wheelchairs and animal skulls. What happened in this field before you got there? Was there somebody going around in a wheelchair gunning down bulls? The sound effects just suck my ass. It's Atari, so you can't expect much, but all you hear is just the farting of the chainsaw and this high-pitched beep. I mean, I've been wondering, what the fuck is this beeping sound for? But according to rumor, it's supposed to be the girl screaming. Now, I say rumor because that's really a stretch. Now, what the hell? I'm stuck. God damn it. So while you're running around, you gotta dodge every object you see, because if you touch anything, and I mean if you touch anything, if just the edge of your body makes contact with one foreign pixel, you're stuck. I mean, look, I'm just gonna try to go by this thing, and look, I can't fucking move. This doesn't even make any sense. What kind of asshole would be immobilized by some random object just lying on the ground? What a shitload of fuck. Sometimes you're chasing a girl and she keeps disappearing and reappearing behind you. So they have like some kind of teleportation skill. That would be a good thing to have if a psycho killer's chasing after you. Unfortunately, doesn't look like they can teleport far. The worst thing about this is that the more you use your chainsaw, the more you use up your fuel. That's right, the fucking thing runs on gas. When you run out of fuel, you're dead. So when the game's over, the screen goes black like a Mortal Kombat fatality, and the girl kicks you in the butt. How violent. She kicks you in the rear. Now I can take bodies getting slashed apart with the chainsaw, but a kick in the ass, that's fucking hardcore. Fuck this game. What a piece of shit.
It's A&M, more like a AVGN. I'm your most far-out fan, man.
Yeah, cool.
Whoa, man. So is this where you do all your videos?
Yeah.
Whoa, would you be able to, give me a tour or something?
Yeah, okay, well, here's the games. You see, here's the games. And here, all the systems are right here. And that's it. So the tour's over. You can go.
Yeah. Whoa, that's far out. Oh yeah. Your next game review is gonna be E.T., right?
No. I don't know.
No. Well, what are you gonna do next, huh?
I don't know.
Are you actually gonna do any Nintendo 64 games?
Eventually.
Hey man, do you remember in your chronologically confused video, you totally mentioned that part of that, like John Rambo? Well, they're actually making a new Rambo movie, but it's called John Rambo, man.
I was aware of that.
You were totally right on the ball, right on the money, right on my ball. Hey man, I got a friend named Lester, and he really wants to be in one of your videos, man.
Oh, okay.
Would you when you do the ET review, could you just totally put his name in the review, in the middle of it when you're talking about ET? Could you what kind of editing software do you use? Because I actually would like to become an Angry Nerd reviewer just like you, but I was thinking, what would be easier is if I just got a knife, cut you open, and got inside of you and actually became you. Get that nerd, Leather! Get that nerd!
You gotta believe me, there's this guy coming up.
Whoa, settle down there.
I'm really not kidding. There really is somebody
Hold on
after
there,
me.
little buddy. Be cool, be calm, be collected. Hey, what's that over there? Batter up, bitch boy. You them motherfuckers! Don't tell me what I should do, 'cause they be motherfuckers!
Oh, poor baby. Look, he's waking up.
Oh, you motherfuckers! What the fuck are you doing to me? Come on, man, this is fucking bullshit.
You are gonna be one fucked up idiot.
Get me out of here, man. Come on.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Man, what the fuck? Shut the fuck up. I guarantee you it's gonna be better tasting that chicken than what's in store for you next. Yeah.
Here you go, bitch. How'd you like to play Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Here it goes.
Fucking face it. Here's the controller. Here's the button. You know how the fucking button works?
No.
You push it with your finger like that.
I don't
Now
want this
play,
shit.
and you can play the game.
No,
Play
no.
the fucking game or I'll burn your fucking eyeballs out.
I don't want the fucking game.
Play the game. Play the game. Play the game.
I don't want the fucking game, man.
Play it.
So what do you think there, nerd boy? How's that game going for you?
Game's a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah.
You had a fun playing Texas Chainsaw Massacre for Atari 2600.
Well, if he don't like playing video games, why the fuck is he playing video games?
How do you like that, nerd? How do you like it? How do you like it?
He's playing that game like he really don't like it. Ain't that a shame? Listen to him whimper like a little girl. Yeah, boy. Oh, shit.
Get him, Larry. He's getting out.
Come on, Leatherface, go
Hurry
get
up,
him.
Get him, Larry. Go get
Well, it's Halloween, and I gotta go babysit. Yeah, of all things, I gotta go watch some little shitheads for the night. But for the meantime, I'll show you a perfect example of a great movie turned into a real shit bomb. The first thing that bothers me is the actual manual. Halloween, Halloween. Just in case we didn't see it the first time. Then it says, a homicidal maniac has escaped from a mental institution. You mean Michael Myers? You control the babysitter character. You mean Laurie Strode? Guess they had some sort of copyright problem. Now, Exhibit B. What is this? Is this a bootleg? You'd think, right? But no, this is the real game. They actually sold this. Now, not every cartridge of Halloween was like this, but as Wizard Video Games was liquidating their inventory, they started doing this to minimize costs. Have you ever heard of a video game company that was cheap enough to just use a marker and write the name of the game on it? At least it's orange to kind of keep with the Halloween theme. You pop this fucker in, you start it up, and there you go. That's Halloween on the Atari 2600. You play as the babysitter, which we already established. We assume it's Laurie Strode. That's Jamie Lee Curtis from the movie. But whatever, all we know is that you're trying to get away from Michael Myers and save all these kids that you're babysitting. Coming off of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, you might be pretty disappointed that you don't play as the killer this time, and that only makes the game even more boring. As far as the graphics go, it's pretty fair for 1983, but what kind of house is this where you're babysitting? There's no furniture whatsoever. The carpet is puke green and shit brown. The walls go from blue to hot pink, purple, green, and peach. Who the fuck decorated this place? Some retarded Atari rejects? So the idea of the game is that you're running around through this house, babysitting an infinite number of kids, and every now and then Michael Myers comes out jabbing his knife in a sort of robotic kind of way. Like in the movies, he's real slow, so if you use any common sense, you're not going to get killed. But he can also kill the kids. If he kills you, you lose a life, indicated by the jack-o'-lanterns on top of the screen, and if he kills the kids, nothing really seems to happen. But the goal is to get the kids and lead them to either corner of this house, whether it's the far left or the far right. Now, I don't know how the hell these rooms are supposed to be safe. It's not like you lock them in. There isn't even a door, so I guess Michael Myers just doesn't like to go in those last rooms. And each time you deliver a kid, you get 675 points. Why that number? I don't know. Now, I didn't really count, but there's something like 8 rooms. And you can also go on the top floor, but apparently this floor has really bad electrical problems because it keeps going dark, which is really fucking annoying. Hate this shit. You know, all these colored rooms kind of remind me of the Poe story, Mask of the Red Death. But anyway, you're just grabbing kids, bringing them to the rooms, and you can find this black sword or something, I don't know. Maybe it's like a nightstick or a billy club. I'd suggest that it's a knife, but it's almost as big as your body. So your guess is as good as mine. It could be a big black dildo for all I care. So anyway, you grab this thing which magically turns into a tiny green thing. Why the hell does it completely change in shape and color when you're holding it? But moving on, Michael Myers shows up and you can attack him with it or just hold it out and he'll walk into it on his own. Then he runs away and I'm just chasing him because I feel like it. You know, I just realized she's actually taller than him. And if you count that red blob of a skirt, she's wider too. That's a real threatening killer. So, of course I gotta mention the Halloween music that plays every time when Michael Myers is on the screen. It's cool to hear it the first time in all its Atari glory, but can't it fucking stop? After a while, it's like piercing your brain. So, that's about it. All I got left to show you is what happens when you die. It's fucking hilarious. Your head disappears and you run around spurting pixelated blood out your neck. What you're looking at might be the first head decapitation ever in a video game. It's by far the most amusing part of the game, and after only a few minutes, you'll find yourself doing this deliberately. Come on, kill the kid, kill the kid. Yeah. Get him, get him. There you go. All right, now get me. Get me. All right, now, that's enough. You know, it's all coming back to me now. I remember once long ago, I had this game in my possession. I just remember seeing this blank cartridge for a pale, emotionless game with the dullest graphics, the most awful gameplay. I spent 8 years trying to figure it out, and another 7 trying to keep it locked in my closet because I realized what was living behind that game was simply evil. Oh, you want some trick or treat? Okay, here's some trick or treat for you. There you go, you little fuckers. There's some chocolate for you.
That's not chocolate, that's poop.
It's not chocolate, nor is it poop. It's shit.
I want some candy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, take off your glasses. You'll be blind.
Hey, wait, I got something for you too. A shitty game.
What the heck is this?
It's an Atari game.
The heck is an Atari, you dope?
Oh, you don't know what Atari is? Oh, okay, hang on a second.
First you pull my bag and now you don't give me any candy. You're a dope.
There you go, have fun.
Hey, you dope, I want some candy.
Well, now that I got that piece of shit off my hands, how about we check out a couple more? I mean, I got a little extra time before I gotta go babysit, and after all, it is Halloween, so how about a bonus? Boo! Haunted house! Well, it's pretty scary. Yeah, what the fuck is this shit? I'm a pair of eyes going around. Oh God, Boom! Well, anyway, I'm guessing that you're not really a pair of eyes, but it's just common fact that in the dark, the only thing you can see are someone's eyes. Wait a minute, it's Meatwad. Yeah, it's fucking Meatwad. Now, I believe you're supposed to be lighting a match here, but this aura of light that surrounds you makes me imagine it as some sort of body attached to these eyeballs. Now, while this match doesn't help to see the rest of your body, whatever it's really supposed to look like, it actually helps you find items, and the goal is to collect pieces of an urn. Ooh, so now it's the Twilight Zone. Well, you go around watching out for ghosts, bats, and spiders. It couldn't possibly be any more cliche. Ooh, blown up by the ghost. As the levels progress, you can't see the walls. The game's gotten even darker, that's right. It's gotten darker than dark. The graphics were pretty boring beforehand, but now there's hardly a damn thing on the screen but black. Gee, this is fun. Well, we might have time for one more. Let's see. How about Frankenstein's monster? It's alive! It's alive! How about it's ass? It's ass! Actually, it's pretty stunning. I mean, as far as graphics go, there's a lot going on. The platforms sort of have a gradient shadow effect, and it's just got a really busy environment for an Atari game, and especially after looking at Haunted House. Well, that's the Frankenstein monster. Why is he white? Well, with every bolt of lightning, he becomes more and more green, and when he's all green, he comes alive. Whether he comes alive or you die, that's when the game ends. Now, your only enemies seem to be this little blue ghost and spiders. Now, I'm fine with that, I guess. Don't really expect much, but who the hell are you supposed to be? Just this regular guy in a baseball cap? Well, anyway, nothing in this game seems to kill you except for the water. You fall in the water, you die. You get touched by anything else, it just freezes you for a second. So the goal is to keep collecting these blocks to build a wall and trap the monster. So you get the block, then you go back up where you started, and then, oh fuck! What the shit is this? Look at all these goddamn bats! What the hell's going on? Never have I had to dodge such a relentless onslaught of vampire bats. Have mercy. So then you just keep going back and forth, getting that block over and over again. Now, one thing that kind of bothers me is this area up to the left. You can't even go there. You can't pass through this green shit, and you might think you can exit one side of the screen and come out the other, like in many games, but no, that doesn't happen here. So this spot, as far as I know, is just a waste. But the worst thing is the jump precision. Here we go, jump. Alright, now jump. Ah, fuck! Oh God! Well, now that's my cue to get the fuck out of here and go babysit. Alright, you little bastards. Oh, no, no.
Look, it's the Poopy Man.
No, the Poopy Man's more like the Boogeyman. And he's gonna get you if you don't turn off this game.
Play the game.
No, I played the game enough tonight.
Play the game. Play the game. Play the game.
Alright, I'll play the game.
You suck, and you smell like poo. You stink, Shut up. You suck, you suck. You stink, you stink, you stink, you smell.
Shut up! Stop, it's okay, it's okay. You got a basement?
Yeah.
A circuit breaker?
Yeah.
Okay, alright then.
that the Poopy Man?
Yeah, I think it was. Hey, call the police. Tell the sheriff he's on the loose.
Is this some kind of a joke? I've been trick-or-treated like shit tonight.
You don't know what shit is.
Once again, let's go back to 1983. You walk into a video arcade. What do you see? Games that look like this, or this, or this. Yeah, it sure got everybody's attention, and it really stuck out amongst all the other games. This was Dragon's Lair, the adventures of Dirk the Daring, who has to rescue a princess from a dragon. It was more like an interactive movie than a video game.
Basically, you just watch the cartoon play, and when a certain obstacle would appear, then you press the right button at the right time to see whether you die or you continue playing. Now, the first time playing, there was no way to know what was going to happen, so the only way players would learn was to keep putting quarters in the machine. And once you spent like a truckload of quarters and you knew how to go through the whole game, then you could pretty much beat it every time after that and just show off to everybody.
So, while there wasn't much to the gameplay, it was groundbreaking in the fact that it was one of the first games to use a Laserdisc, making the use of motion video and feature animation by Don Bluth, who, prior to Dragon's Lair, was known for his work with Disney on features such as Robin Hood, The Rescuers, and Pete's Dragon. Many games of its kind would follow, some of which were adapted on the home CD consoles, such as Time Gal and Road Adventure, which I mentioned in my Sega CD review. Now, many adaptations of Dragon's Lair would appear on several game consoles, but the one that I'm going to play is the NES version. Now, how could you put this into this?
Yeah, so obviously, an NES game is technically incapable of handling this sort of motion video thing. So, what do you know? It's a side-scroller, and after all, that's what games on the 8-bit Nintendo system were best at. So, how could you go wrong? Well, judging from all the requests I got to review this game, I'm going to pop it in and find out.
Alright, my first impression is that the graphics are quite good for the NES and the character animation is well detailed, but the controls are delayed beyond belief. Did I just die by walking into the fucking door? Yeah, everything kills you. Literally, everything. Even if you stop to jump, you end up falling through the bridge. Okay, I'm going to try to kill this bat, and there I go, dead. Here I go. Dead again. If you hit down, you go into a crawling mode. Of course, it's extremely delayed, making it awkward to switch between standing and crawling. Oh, I'm really fucked now. Jump, jump! Well, we already know you can't go through the door, so I'm gonna assume you gotta kill the dragon. But what the asshole? Why can't I duck? I just want to duck down and throw my daggers at the dragon, but no, it doesn't let you duck. Have you ever played a game where the basic controls differ depending on which side of the screen you're standing on? So, I'm going to try to make my way to the left just so I can attack the dragon. Wow, that was close. Okay, come on, duck. Shit! Alright, here we go. Duck down, kill a dragon. Son of a ass! I'm getting real fucking mad now. Why does the gate stay open the whole time, but once you're within range, it comes down? What a tease. How the hell does the fucking thing kill you anyway? I don't care if it's a door or a medieval gate, or whatever the hell it is. It's certainly not an electrical fence or something, so why is it like deadly to the touch? The rules in this game make no sense. What were they thinking? Another problem is that the dragon doesn't come up high enough to be able to hit with your dagger, unless you're squatting, but when you're squatting, the dragon stays below the bridge. It literally reacts to your every move. So, what do? Do you stand? Do you duck? Either way, you're fucked. The decisions to make in this game are similar to if, say you're standing in a pool full of piss, all the way up to your neck. Then somebody comes in with a bucket full of shit to dump on your head. Do you duck down under the piss, or do you just stay up and take on the shit?
This game is like a cruel joke that you play on your friends. It's like, hey, you want to play a game? Here you go, you fuckers.
And, you know, it really doesn't look that hard. But once you actually play it, it's unbelievable. You jump like you're on the goddamn moon, it takes ages to turn around, and the control is so stiff, you'll wonder if your fucking controller's broken. However, I've heard that the PAL version is much smoother. I might have saved myself a few hundred emails by mentioning that. Now, unlike most NES games where B attacks and A jumps, this one's the opposite, which takes some time to get used to. I mean, what's with this backwards ass bullshit? But you know what's really sad? This is the first screen of the game. I haven't even gotten past the first screen yet. I don't even want to know what the rest of the game is like. Maybe you're just supposed to walk left. Nope. Actually, if that was the case, I think I'd have to break something. Now, you know what else is bullshit? Everything kills you with only one hit. The dragon, the fireball, the moat, the door. But the bat just takes away a tiny bit of life from your life bar. Yeah, that's right, you have a life bar. I didn't even notice, but what's the point? Because everything that hits you, it kills you instantly. I can guarantee that the only way you're gonna die from this bat is if you stand absolutely still and just wait. I've clocked it. It takes 1 minute and 13 seconds for this bat to drain your energy. That's 11 hits. Well, why 10 when it can take 11? So, in order to pass this part of the game, you gotta kill the dragon. And it seems that there's only one possible spot where you can hit him. That's from the far left, where you start. But the dragon won't come out until you're halfway across the bridge. So, you gotta make your way to the dragon, then jump your way back, and then you can just barely hit the dragon, even from this distance. You just wish you can duck and hit him, but as we already know, that doesn't work because the fucking bastard won't stay up. So you just have to be real patient, keep throwing the daggers. When he spits the fireballs, you gotta duck well in advance and just keep repeating. Of course you die with only one hit, but the dragon takes forever.
This game is notorious among gamers as being one of the most frustrating games in existence. At some time or another, it seems everyone takes a shot at it. And after this review, I'm sure many more people will suffer over it, which is unfortunate, but to quote Full Metal Jacket, it's just one big shit sandwich, and we all gotta take a bite.
So, finally, the dragon's dead, the door goes up, and now you got one last obstacle. Just don't fall. Oh God, don't fall. Not after that. Alright, finally we get to see something different. Now, your first obstacle here are these rocks that come flying at you. Fuck! Now, once you remember the pattern, you can get by, but then this snake comes up out of nowhere. Damn! You know, this whole game is all about trial and error. The only way to get through it is to memorize everything that happens. And once again, I'd like to stress, what's the point of having an energy bar when everything kills you with one hit? One fucking hit. Now, this is the worst. Just gotta watch the pattern. Up, down, up, down, up. Fuck! Oh, God. Game over? Oh, no. No, please, no.
Man, fuck that shit. Man, you think I'm gonna put myself through that again? Man, God damn it, man! Man, fuck this game, man! Man, Jesus Christ, I'd rather fucking 69 a grizzly bear while shoving King Kong up my ass. I'd rather fucking stand in the middle of a ring of monkeys as they pelt me to death with their own anal waste. Man, fuck this game, fuck it to hell, fuck it to oblivion, fuck it to damnation of mankind! Thanks for sending me this crappy game. Coal would have been nice, or even better, a bag of poop. So thanks. Home Alone 2 on the NE-fucking-S. Now, just like in the movie, you're anywhere but home. You're lost in New York. Now, I'm really scraping the bottom of the shit barrel with this one. I mean, the first Home Alone game was so bad, why would you even bother with this one? Well, it's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it.
Now, the first thing I noticed, besides of course the title screen and the strangely placed credit scroll, is that the game is actually in memory of someone. Now that's sad. So you start the game trying to escape from this hotel because they found out that you used a stolen credit card. Now you don't want to fuck with this hotel. They'll get everybody after you. Not even just the people who work there, but bouncing old ladies with umbrellas, mops. Yeah, crazy bloodthirsty mops will try to get you. Vacuum cleaners? Yeah, they'll suck you up. Then there's suitcases. Even the fucking suitcases are trying to run you over. Now another thing I noticed right away was that the sound effects are taken straight from Bart vs. the Space Mutants. Now that's common for a video game company to recycle their own sound effects, but that was a claim, and this is THQ. Damn robbers. Now, nothing in the game really makes any sense. You're just running around and get the fuck off me, god damn it! And there's a guy throwing a key. Now, in the world of video games, a key is usually a good thing. You collect keys and use them to open doors, but not this game, the key kills you. Then you go into these rooms which have absolutely no purpose whatsoever. Sometimes you can find items, some of which can be used as temporary weapons, but the main idea is that you just run to the right until you reach the end. But then what happens? Nothing. You can't go anywhere. You press the button and wait for the elevator, but it doesn't happen. Meanwhile, these suitcases keep flying at you, so you start walking to the right, but no, that doesn't work either. So what do? You go back and explore the whole level, exhausting every possibility until you realize, yes, you are supposed to wait for that elevator. I end up pushing the button like 100 fucking times, and I'm being serious. I don't know if it makes a difference, but basically, you gotta wait for that elevator. Then it starts dropping you off on random floors. You run all the way to the right again, only to be faced with the same problem. It's a dead end. So what do? You go left again, and when you get back to the elevator, only then can you advance to the next random floor. It doesn't make any logical fucking sense. So you're just going around dodging everything, and sometimes it's impossible to jump over people, so you really need a weapon, which you can sometimes find in these rooms, but watch out for those crazy fucking maids that throw pillows which look like bloody butcher knives missing handles. When you see the old ladies, you slide on your knees like Pete Townsend, which is probably the best part of the game. Sometimes the slide can kill things, and other times it can't. I didn't even know it could be used as an attack until I got to the chef, because that's the only way to get past him, is to slide into him. Now, of course, every time you hit him, he removes another article of clothing. Now his shirt's gone, and do I really want to do this? Oh, shit, God. Then he leaves his hat, and it turns into a pizza. Okay. There's really no consistency in this game at all. For example, most of your enemies, you can stun them and then just pass by. But this asshole, it doesn't work. You shoot him in the balls and then he still has his way. I just want to get up on those boxes so I can jump over them. But you can't. You can jump on the boxes to the right, but you can't jump on the ones on the left. I mean, what kind of fucking sense does that make? Some of the poles you can climb, and some of them you can't. Some of the potted plants, you can jump on the plant itself. But other times, when you're in desperate fucking need, you can't. It's like the game keeps changing the rules. Here, get up the ladder. Get up the fucking ladder. There's birds shitting all over me. Get up the fucking ladder. Fuck, 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 fuck. Ah!
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. You miserable fucking cunt, you piece of shit. shitty games all my life. Shitty fucking games. I hate shitty fucking games, and I hate shitty fucking Christmas, because shitty fucking Christmas means more shitty fucking games. Humbug! Bah! Fucking humbug into hell!
Greetings, nerd! Forgive this intrusion, for it is I, the ghost of Christmas past!
I ain't seeing this.
Why do you doubt your senses, nerd?
Because I wasn't ready to go completely insane tonight.
But you're already there, drowning in your own misery and torment.
You see this?
I do see that.
But you're not looking at it.
But I see it.
Look, Ghost, why do you come to me?
Well, to take you back to the past.
To play the shitty games that suck ass? No thanks.
This is your past, nerd.
Oh wow, that's me. I'm playing round 42. That was the shit, I remember that. Oh no, that's my first time playing the NES. Now, there's my dad in his underwear taking out the trash. At least he's not making me take out the trash. Oh, and that's me playing Mario 2. At least we all thought it was Mario 2.
I don't know how you get in there. There's a wall blocking, so I don't know how to get in. Yikes, I'm not going down there. This isn't fair.
I remember nothing but torture. Oh, that's that fateful Christmas day when I got my Super Nintendo.
My first 16-bit machine.
You remember the excitement?
Who are you?
The ghost of Christmas present-ish.
Well, what do you want?
I just wanted to remind you of the fond memories you have of the Super Nintendo. You remember Metroid, Zelda, Mario? You only choose the 12 crap. You know what you're doing right now?
Talking to you?
No, this is all out of body, don't you get it? Right now you're looking back and reviewing one of the worst games on the Super Nintendo.
Shaq Fu. Just the name makes people cringe. Like you don't even want to go there. So it's a fighting game with a storyline that begins with Shaq wandering into a Chinese shop for whatever reason, and an old man tells him he has to save some kid. So Shaq just goes along with it, steps in the portal, and ends up in the second world. I guess we live in the first world, so this is the second. So you're wandering around fighting everybody you meet, including a goblin sort of thing, some crazy cat bitch, a Persian prince I guess, and all kinds of weird aliens and a mummy warrior. I never even heard of such a thing. I just don't know about this. It's really weird. I kind of liked Full House Tournament Fighter. At least that had more appropriate characters. Now, this is one of those multi-console games which appeared on both the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis Mega Drive console, and most of the time the Super Nintendo version was better, which means I'd really hate to see the Genesis version. Now, besides the ridiculous concept, the dull sound effects, and everything else, the rotten core where this game's stank bullshit stems from is in its godforsaken control. The controls are mutilated, fucking atrocious. They're especially unresponsive when you're trying to execute a special move, and most of the time, you find yourself trying to get close enough to your opponent to hit him. You just end up jumping all around until the clock runs out. This game falls between the ass crack of basketball fans and fighting game fans. It doesn't please anybody. I also gotta mention that there also used to be a website dedicated to finding and destroying every cartridge of this game. It's that bad. Now, I can go into depth and describe the controls and every last detail why this game is so god-awful, but I don't even have to. The name says it all. The title doesn't even sound good. Shaq Fu? It's like a joke. I mean, just the fact that they can release a fighting game starring Shaquille O'Neal and call it Shaq Fu pretty much proves that you could put Fu at the end of anything. How about Robin Williams Fu or U2 Fu? I mean, who came up with this shit? What, were they smoking crack up their ass?
Oh, Ghost, please, I can't stand it anymore. Ghost? Where are you? I know who you are. Dreadful apparition, why must you trouble me? Why do spirits walk the earth and what do you want from me? Oh my God. You remember the Nintendo Wii? Yeah, it's actually what they call it. But it was very revolutionary when it first came out. But looking at it now, it's like a baby's toy. Now, I got this bullshit fuck game called Far Cry Vengeance. Now you put the word vengeance at the end of anything, and it's sure to suck.
Hey, big fella. You look like the kind of man who can handle himself.
You look like the kind of woman I'd like to handle.
Have you been with the rebels?
I'm not that kind of rebel, pal.
I'm not your pal, you bastard guy.
Oh, look at that. Look at all the grass growing. Kind of like in Creepshow. Hey, yo, stupid ass. I'm right behind you, fuckface. Kill him, kill him. There you go. Yeah, right in the balls. Fuck! The control is fucking awful. Now it's time for Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz.
Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz.
Oh, and Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz. Alright, now despite being a pretty good game, there's the party games. And instead of just having a few really good ones, they just have a whole bunch of really shitty ones. They just suck, should I say, monkey fuck? I mean, it doesn't even have anything to do with the monkeys. You're just a fucking dog going around trying to move the fucking sheeps off the screen. Oh, it's fruit. Yeah, get the fruit in the basket. It's fruit. This is the worst fucking thing ever. Look at this. Move! Move, god damn it! Look at this. God! Oh, shit. What a shitload. What were they thinking? I'd rather drink diarrhea sauce. Alright, it's time to boogie! Boogie! Boogie, 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 boogie! Spirit, please have mercy. I can't stand to look at this anymore. No! 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 Christmas! I haven't missed it. You little shit, little fuck! It's Christmas! What a glorious Christmas day! Look at all these games! Look at all these games! I think I'm gonna play Super Mario World. Fuck yeah, this game's awesome. In fact, I should just play good games from now on. Man, fuck that! Let's play some shitty ones.